where you belong. Give you strength to carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising,
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Toon review for this afternoon's watch-along between Newcastle United and Chelsea live from St James's Park. Billy hopefully will be with us soon. He's just having a few technical problems, but we're hoping to get him online before the match gets underway. I hope you're all well and looking forward to a very good game at St James's Park. Usual rules apply for watch-along, guys. If you do enjoy the commentary today, please do give it the thumbs up. Very important that we keep the likes coming in on the channel so that fellow fans like yourselves can find us in the search results on YouTube. And of course, if you're new, please do subscribe. Come and be part of this brilliant community on the Toon review. It's free to do so, but don't forget to hit that notification bell, which will also let you know when we go live or we upload any future videos. You can become a member of the Toon review by clicking the join button, I should say, just underneath me. And of course, you can donate to the channel by hitting the super chat button, which is the $ at the bottom of the live comments. And that will also get your comment read straight out, as well as massively supporting the channel itself. So thank you all in advance for that. It is subscriber only if you want to comment in the live chat today. So you do have to be a subscriber to the channel in order to comment. So thank you very much for subscribing. Jock Barr has just gifted 5 Toon review memberships. Thank you very much, Jock. And I see you're on the road to recovery as well, matey. So stay strong, and it's good to have you back. And thank you very much for gifting those 5 memberships. I don't have the live YouTube chat up, so I can't see who's got those memberships. So whoever has, well done, and you have a month's Toon review membership, which you will hopefully keep at the end of the free month as well. Right. Let's look at the starting lineup for Newcastle United, shall we? A little bit interesting, shall we say. Pope starts in goal. We've got a back four of Trippier, Lascelles, Shea and Livramento. Midfield of Bruno, Miley and Joe Linton, with a front three of Almiron, Gordon and the returning Isak. Willock is not featuring. He's injured, I believe, but I don't know what the injury is yet. Yet to have that confirmed, but Willock is injured again. And I have to say that bench looks very, very sparingly indeed. 3 goalkeepers, Dubravka, Gillespie and Karius, all on the bench. Dummett, Ritchie, Diallo, Murphy and Neuer and Parkinson. So, we don't have a strong bench at all, it's fair to say. There's no game changers on there for me. So we are literally looking at this first 11 to probably play most of the game today, unless we're 3 or 4-0 up with 15 minutes to go and we can get a few players off rested for the Champions League. It is a very, very threadbare squad. And, you know, yes, that's a very decent 11, don't get me wrong. But we are big style struggling for squad. Hence why we've actually got 3 goalkeepers on the bench today. We are down to the very, very, very bare bones. Right, this is how the visitors line up. There goes Sanchez, James, Thiago Silva, Badiashile, Cucurella, Ugo Chukwu, Enzo, Gallagher, Palmer, Sterling and Jackson. So Pretty much a strong Chelsea side as well as we expected. They've got obviously a couple of players on the bench who can make a difference. If you look at Madlike, you've got Mudryk, Brozier, of course, on the bench again, Caicedo. So they do have options. I expected Caicedo to start today, but he's not. He's on the bench. But it's still a very, very strong Chelsea side who, of course, starting to ramp it up a little bit this season, starting to find a little bit of form, aren't they? So this is going to be a really tough test, I think, today. It's pretty much fair to say. Let's see what's going on in the chat, shall we? Paul, I think you're dreaming 4-0 up, 15 minutes to go. I do as well now, but hey, you got to think positively. I'm only talking about basically the substitutions. You know, if the substitutions happen, then it's probably a good thing that we're winning the game. But listen, that's very much hypothetical. Carriers to come on and score 90th minute screamer would be nice. Centurion Hall can't play. He's obviously on loan from Chelsea this season, so he's out completely. Can't play against his parent club. Lisa's evening, Paul. How are you keeping? 2-0 for us today. Isak and Gordon. Paul Potch is banned. He can't manage this game. Yeah, but he's still prepared for it though. Jimmy says 3 or 4-0 up. Steady on, Paul. Listen, I'm joking. Their front three are on form. We need to control them. Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. They are playing well at the minute. And as much as they've had a really shit time of it lately, Chelsea, they are playing well in their last couple of games. I think they've scored 8 goals in the last 2 games. So they are starting to find the net. King Hoddle says, big game for a 17-year-old. Listen, I don't think it'll affect him at all, to be honest, because he's played in some big games already. Even last season when he made appearances at only 16 years old, he looked very, very confident on the football. He looked like he could do a lot. So I'm not worried about Miley playing at all. In fact, I'm looking forward to seeing how he gets on. I think he'll play in the 6. Bruno and Joe Linton, of course, will play further forward. So, listen, Miley's capable enough of playing this game, but we have to realise he is only 17. We can't give him a load of crap if he does make mistakes. I think, at 17 years old, he's been thrown in the deep end here massively because of the injuries and, of course, Tonali's suspension. So I think we need to just take a step back on Miley, let him play his own game, and let's just see how he does. What happened to Kraft? I have no idea what's happened to Emil Kraft. He seems to have disappeared again. KB, good afternoon. Paul, come on the Toon. 1-0 to us. How are the lads? Willock has an Achilles problem from journals this morning. I think it was mentioned by Eddie this morning. Just unbelievable. Yeah, Achilles in training. Out for a while. It's unbelievable, isn't it? You couldn't. I mean, I don't get all this. It amazes me still to this moment how many injuries we are picking up, and not just in games themselves, but it's ridiculous what we're suffering. Billy joins me now. Billy, are we sorted?
We're going old school.
Okay. That's fair enough. We're just talking about Willock. Billy, not in the squad today. Achilles injury picked up in training. Eddie says he's going to be out for a while. You couldn't write a script for these injuries, could you? It's absolutely unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. Yeah, it's like someone's trodden a few black cats and stood in a few ladders and what have you. Yeah, it's just unprecedented, isn't it? I mean, we've had injury problems in the past. Souness, Bruce, it happened quite a lot, but never as bad as this. Never as bad as this. And yeah, something's got to be questioned about training routines or what have you. Achilles injury, is that down to strains? I'm not sure. It's got to be a big look at the way we're doing things at the club, I think.
Yeah. Of course, no Emil Kraft as well. He's unwell, Billy, so he can't be on the bench. I mean, the bench is threadbare, Billy, it has to say. There's 4 or 5 youngsters in there, 3 goalkeepers. This first 11 that are on the pitch today are in for the long haul.
Yes, and they've got to have to be fit for it, aren't they? In 90 minutes. But at least Isak's back, so let's just hope he can stay on the pitch for as long as possible. Yeah,
I mean, that's a big thing for us, isn't it? Jock Bar's going for the usual 2-1 win. Edward Gaunt, thank you very much for 1,000 yen, which I believe works out at £6.10. Thank you very much, Edward, for your contribution. Very much appreciated. Lee Kelly says, our fans be outstanding, our 12th man. It's a big game for the fans today because, listen, they've took a little bit of criticism lately for the atmosphere at St. James's. Billy says, oh, the same injury then. What's kept him from coming back? I've torn mine, Paul. Took 6 months before I could kick a ball.
Yeah, not
the Achilles are not good injuries at all. Awful. Kevin says, we need to give nothing away and battle away, and I think we can do this maybe 2-0. Jaden says, I would have to look at the medical staff. Well, questions surely need to start being asked. I mean, it's ridiculous, this. It really is. And it's not the hamstring injury that kept him out for so long, Billy. It's a different injury.
The Achilles is a bad one. You know, if you do that, you're looking at, I think it could be a season ender, if I'm perfectly honest. If it's a bad connoisseur of that.
Yeah. Not good. Gems says, not a bad lineup. Happy Isak is back. 2-1 to the Toon. Joe and Miggy to score. How are the lads? Big day for Miley again, Billy. There's a comment that came in just before you came on saying it's from King Hoddle, just saying it's massive to put Miley under that pressure. But I don't think Miley feels the pressure, does he? He's played in some big games so far, even last season when he was 16. It doesn't seem to get to him. He just plays his normal game. But we have to acknowledge that he is only 17. Mistakes will happen, and don't crucify him for them mistakes.
At least today he's got a proper midfield next to him. It's not like makeshift stuff. I mean, Bruno and Joe Linton, plus, you know, a good forward line in front of him. Should be a little bit easier for him than it was against Bournemouth, although he performed really maturely at Bournemouth. So, obviously, no problem with Miley. He came on at Chelsea last year in the league and did really well. Played well against them pre-season also. Yeah,
he did.
Let's just see how his engine works out, because he's only 17. You know, is he liable to get 90 minutes? Who knows? Well, he's on the bench today then. I'm not sure he's on the bench. I've seen the team.
I'll pop it up again. We've got Dubravka, Gillespie, Karius, Dummett, Richie, Diallo, Alex Murphy, Parkinson, and Ndwemi.
Christ almighty.
Yeah. So it's sparing at the most. John Joe, thank you for your $4.99 super chat. He says our season is getting ruined by these injuries. January can't come soon enough. I mean, Billy, will this affect how Newcastle United play today? Because you know we you know how they like this high intense press, but the fact that substitute wise we've got nobody really to come on, and no game changes or anything like that. How does Eddie approach the game? How does he tell the players to go out and approach it?
I'm not sure we have it other way, if I'm honest. If you want to win the game, I think the intensity has got to be our identity, as it always is. I think we still need to press their back four. I think they've got weak links in the back, if I'm perfectly honest. I think we can get at them. I think Cucurella at left back's one we can certainly press with Miggy. Gordon's pace on the right. I really think we can get at them. I think it's got to be intensity. It's got to be that way. Otherwise, I don't think there's any point in turning up, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Of course, Thiago Silva is, as good as he is still at his age, he's got no pace.
Absolutely.
His football brain is still there massively. But pace is what'll do him. Ronald Turnbull, thank you for a £5 super chat with the hashtag book. Ronald the legend, of course. Brilliant last night in the chat, of course. Jack's in the chat. Good afternoon, Jack. Sorry to hear about your channel getting hacked, matey. I'm hoping that gets sorted a lot sooner than later. Porsey Street Henderson says, strikes me that the high standard of fitness Howe's got the lads at means fine lines are being stretched and snapped. Are you there, Billy?
I am indeed.
Oh, he is. I mean, does the training have to be looked at, Billy? I mean, we're not privy to see the training. We don't know, what Eddie's doing with the players. But, the fact that this is going on, surely the whole thing needs looking at.
Yeah, we don't know, do we, exactly? We don't know how they train. I remember when Eddie Howe came in, we saw how intense the training was. Whether they've carried that on and on and on and on, I don't know. We don't know. But if they have, they're going to have to look at it, because I don't think they've got the legs to do it. Yeah, training, playing, training, playing. It's not easy for us. So something's got to be looked at. Without absolutely, no doubt about it.
Well, the thing that worries me as well, Billy, is obviously, Bruno and Joe Linton coming back from South America as well.
Yeah.
Not so much playing the games, but the traveling as well, getting back into Newcastle late, straight into a very, very intense game against Chelsea today. It's putting tremendous pressure on them, and to go again on Tuesday night in Paris.
Yeah, I've written off the PSG game, as I said before. I mean, we've only got a 23-man squad to choose from, but I wouldn't worry about that. I really wouldn't. It's today that's important. Joe Linton's only played 10 minutes, so that's not so bad for him. Bruno's played both games, and you got the flight back. Is he going to be at full strength today? Who knows? Let's hope so. But there's no way on God's earth he can play Tuesday. No way on God's earth.
Well, again, we'll have to see. But I agree with you, Billy. I think, two very intense games in a very short space of time when you've just come back from a long layoff is very difficult.
You've got to look at the big picture. We've got another massive game next weekend, and then the Milan games, that to me is arguably more important than the PSG one, if I'm perfectly honest. I think we can win that one. I don't think we can win a PSG even if we've got a full strength side, if I'm perfectly honest.
New Jersey Geordie says, I agree, injuries are just bad luck. You really can't control most of them. It is bad luck, but you go past the point of bad luck, surely. Come on. I mean, this is getting borderline ridiculous. And I think something has to be looked at, whether it be the training or, something has to be looked at, because this is unprecedented, really, the amount of injuries that we've seen that are popping up, and not just in the games either, the intensity of the actual matches they're playing, but in training. And, I mean, I don't know. I'm not privy to anything that goes on there. So, we can't really comment on that.
I mean, you would think in an international break, the players that come back from international break are okay, that you shouldn't really have any extra injuries, and we have. Something like right.
Yano says, Miley has had a few weeks building up his fitness after his illness, so hopefully he'll be golden today. Yeah, he should be fully fit, Billy.
Yeah, he will be, yeah. Be like a dog with 10 what's-his-faces. He'll be... I think his intensity will be good today. He's a good user of the ball. He's mature. He's way beyond his years. It's a good midfield to be playing against. It's a good test for him. Yeah, I think he'll come through and flying colours, if I'm perfectly honest. He's a top young lad.
Absolutely. Fingers crossed. Ryan says these questions about how the injuries are occurring won't be answered because the club allow fraud journalists to ask the questions rather than the fans. I agree. I mean, I don't think I've seen anybody question Eddie or anybody else for that matter, Billy, about what he thinks is going on with the injury or why he thinks they're occurring. Get into the meat of it and try and find out, if Eddie's got any idea of what's going on. I mean, he probably wouldn't tell us anyway, but just for God's sake, somebody ask a question.
I mean, I agree, but have they been told not to ask the questions? That's the thing I'd be kind of questioning.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think something is said to them before they go into the press conferences. No doubt about that.
Yeah, I think it's an unwritten rule not to ask kind of questions that could, I don't know, put Eddie's kind of or the club's management into doubt, if you like. I don't think they want them kind of questions.
Yeah. People are saying that this week we're calling Fraser back or Hendrick or whatever down to the bare bones. Scott's never ever seen three keepers on the bench. I think we've done it in the cup, haven't we? A couple of times.
Yeah, I think so.
But I think this is the first time in the actual Premier League that we're doing it. John says, hello, lads and lasses. So, guys, we are a bit strapped with things like injuries, so it's a wild card game today. Run with it, guys. We can beat the mighty upsetters. Enjoy. How are the lads and lasses? Jan says, at this rate, we will be so pissed off the other teams won't like the January window. Look, the January window is going to be important, Billy, because if we do have some long-term injuries, we've got no choice. We've got to bring players in.
Well, if Willock has got a serious Achilles, well, we don't know how serious it is, but let's say it's a medium one. You're looking at 3 or 4 months. That's 2 midfielders we're down. We need one at least. Mm-hmm. We certainly need a striker. I think the defensive thing will have to go amiss for now. Lascelles and it depends on Botman again, doesn't it? So
yeah.
We do need to spend some money in January, whether we can or not. It's another kettle of fish. It might just go. Well, it can't all be loans. It could all be loans, couldn't it? You can make 4 from outside the Premier League.
Yeah, I think we've got 1 at the minute, but that obviously that was Lewis Hall. I think we can get another 4.
Yeah, I think we're fine. So probably maybe do it with loans, but I mean, what's the incentive for Saudi Arabian clubs in the middle of their season to loan their players out?
Exactly. I mean, it's a difficult one, isn't it? I don't know what's going to happen with that. I think it'd be very, very difficult to persuade, not maybe the players, but the clubs themselves. But it all depends. I mean, if they're owned by PIF, then obviously, I think realistically, it does give us an advantage, doesn't it?
It does. But if you're managing them clubs, say for instance, I don't know who manages the PIF clubs in Saudi Arabia, but say Stephen Gerrard, for instance, I don't think he is, but how would he feel to have a player taken away just for help? It's not, it can't be conducive to good management, can it? Surely not.
No, I agree. Baz says it's going to be a long, hard game today. Chelsea starting to hit form, and we were shocking against Bournemouth. Yeah, there was reasons for that though, Baz, against Bournemouth. I think that match is long gone. We have to forget that now. We've got to get on with what we are good at. We've got a very strong first 11 out today. There's no reason why we can't give Chelsea a game and maybe get something out of it. I just don't want to see us pick any more injuries up early doors, Billy, because I think that would just be that would be us knackered if we got if Isak broke down early doors or Miggy again. I mean, God, I know I'm playing sort of a Grim Reaper here, but it's happened to us so much you can't help but think like that.
Well, the way our luck's going at the minute, yeah, you kind of anticipating, aren't you?
Yeah.
Let's hope not. Let's hope Lady Luck's on our side for once.
Well, it would be nice, and maybe Rick O'Shea can play for us today instead of the opposition would be nice as well. Yeah. We're a couple of minutes away from kickoff, guys. Usual rules apply. Wait till me and Billy have commentated on whatever's happened in the game before you put a comment in the chat. Don't put spoilers in, please. You're all subscribed, so I would expect you to have respect for everybody else. Don't put spoilers in the chat about goals or anything that happens in the game until me and Billy have commentated on it. Then, obviously, once we've said it on commentary, please all feel free to chat about it in there. Have some respect for everybody else, guys, or the mods they'll time you out, and if you do it again, they'll remove you. It's as simple as that. And we don't want that to happen. We want everybody to enjoy the commentary, enjoy the watch along, and hopefully enjoy Newcastle United winning. So if you are watching this stream or wherever you may be, if you kick off before me, just hit the pause button, and then I'll say, right, we're underway, and then you guys can also stay synced with me and hopefully enjoy the game all together. So please, thank you very much for doing that. Keep your subscribers coming in, guys. Bottom corner there, just hit the subscribe button. We're currently on 25,180 subscribers as we bid to make 26,000 in the very near future. And with your help, we can do that. And also, don't forget to keep the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, hit that like button, and let's see how many we can get. We've got over nearly 1,100 people watching now. Just take 2 seconds before the match starts just to hit that like button and help us on our way to a fantastic total again today. Just getting the game up now. Almost ready to go. I've got Eddie Howe looking very pensive, as usual. He's having a chat with Bruno there with his white hair now, Bruno. So he will definitely not be too difficult to see on the pitch, Billy.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I've got a stream. I'm kind of level 7 camera at the minute, looking down on the pitch.
Wow. Well, I'm with Isak at the minute, having a chat with Gordon. They're just getting into their huddle, I believe, Newcastle. Looking very, very fired up. Joe Linton certainly looks fired up. Just looking at Cole Palmer here. He's a danger for them, isn't he, Billy?
Absolutely. He's playing out of his skin at the minute, isn't he? It's been a great move for him to Chelsea. He's getting regular first-team football, which he wouldn't have got at Man City. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's been a good move for him. And, of course, England international now as well.
Yep, indeed. And, of course, he's Chelsea's penalty taker as well.
Yes,
Newcastle
he is.
are in the huddle. Remember, guys, you might be slightly in front of me, or if you're watching the game, that is, because it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. Newcastle will be kicking towards the Leazes end in the first half. Chelsea will kick off the game. And this is going to be a belter. We are almost ready to go at St. James's Park. Waiting for the referee to say, right, let's get this underway. And a lot of firing up there from Conor Gallagher, of course, of Chelsea. We are underway at St. James's Park. No spoilers in the chat, remember, please, or the mods will remove you or time you out and then they will ban you. So please have some respect. No spoilers. Thank you, guys. As Chelsea immediately come down the right-hand side. Reece James there, who's captain of Chelsea lately, Billy.
Yes, he is, yes. And deservedly so, really. He's been there the longest, I guess.
Yeah, he has. Ian Badman, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. He says, hi, guys. Mam's finally at peace. Looking forward to your commentary. Sorry to hear that, Ian, but as you say, she's at peace now, and thoughts and prayers are with you, buddy. And thank you for tuning in today. It's Thiago Silva on the ball for Chelsea as they look to come down the right-hand side. Livramento has started left-back, incidentally, guys. Oh, lovely flick from Anthony Gordon. Miley now in the centre circle to Almiron. And then Lascelles pushes it out wide. Almiron taken out after the play there. Trippier gives it away to Raheem Sterling. But Sterling handballed, and Newcastle get a free kick. Brilliant little flick that from Gordon, Billy.
I'm miles behind you, mate. Miles and miles and miles
okay.
and miles.
Well, as soon as you see the stuff, you can obviously comment on them, Billy. Just
I'm just trying to find something a bit more updated because I'm still in the huddle there.
Jesus.
Oh, dear me.
Anyway, have you not tried to sign in again into the other one?
Yeah. Nothing.
That's weird. Free kick into the box. Lascelles trying to get there. Isak causing problems, but Chelsea thump it into the gods. Jackson and Livramento battling for the ball. Jackson ends up winning it, but Trippier gets a nice touch back to Nick Pope just outside his penalty area. Pope will go long to the right-hand side looking for Miggy Almiron, but Cucurella is there. Thumped forward again by Trippier, but no Newcastle player there, and it's back with Sanchez in goal. Of course, Pochettino not on the touchline today, Billy.
Isn't he?
He's got a ban.
Got a ban, is he?
Yeah. Thiago now with the ball for Chelsea, brings it out, rolls it into Cole Palmer. Palmer turns, immediately pressured by Livramento, would come very far forward there, but Chelsea get it out to Sterling on the left-hand side. Immediately, Trippier and Almiron group up on him. Long ball played off to the right-hand side, and that's a good ball with Reece James takes down well, looking for Palmer, but Joe Linton is in there very quickly. Livramento now to Anthony Gordon, inside to Joe Linton. He's immediately knocked off the ball. A good tackle there. Cole Palmer now running towards the box for Chelsea. Flicks it to Conor Gallagher. Joe Linton puts a foot in again. And Chelsea come again. Certainly Cole Palmer seen a lot of this ball early doors. Newcastle tried to press, but Chelsea play it round them. Reece James now on the right-hand side. Sends a cross into the box. That's too deep for everybody. And Trippier will play it away up to Almiron now. Just Almiron, heavy touch into the box. Trippier floats it away, but again, Chelsea are there. Isak was a little slow getting back, but now Newcastle break forward with Almiron up to Isak over the halfway line. Almiron continues his run. Isak's got players in support now. Isak, lovely little touch to Bruno. Bruno goes back over the top for Isak. It's a brilliant move, but the ball just spins away, and Cucurella manages to get the ball away for Chelsea. And a nice little 1-2 there, and Cucurella brings it away for Chelsea. Nice bit of play, but he gives the ball away to Bruno, but then we give it away, and then Joe Linton wins it back. Very, very midfield battle going on here, but now Jackson for Chelsea. It's a 3-on-3. Palmer to one side, Sterling to the other. Jackson wants to go on his own and can't get the ball to Sterling. Lascelles intercepts, but a very, very fast opening start to this game. Here's Almiron, cuts inside now. That's a nice ball into Gordon, who's cut into the centre of midfield. Plays a ball through, looking for Isak. Sanchez out at 100 mile an hour to clear. Both teams looking like they've got chances early doors, Bill. I don't know where you are in the game.
I'm 2 minutes in.
Oh, good, Bennett. Long way behind. Here's Livramento on the left-hand side for Newcastle. Back to Nick Pope in goal. And Pope will play it out again to Jamal Lascelles. Lascelles just slowly moves the ball forward, looking for space. Chelsea not really pressing, but keeping a good shape. Out to the left-hand side, looking for Gordon. Reece James beats him in the air. Livramento will chase this. He's got Cole Palmer behind him to Fabian Schär. Schär plays a left-footed ball into Lewis Miley. It asked a lot of the kid there, but he did really well. Miggy to Miley. Nice little 1-2 there. Out to Isak on the right. Isak is tackled and wins a throw-in for Newcastle. Isak looks hungry. I have to say, he looks hungry. He wants the ball. He wants to do well. And the ball is now with Fabian Schär. Brings it forward for Newcastle. Pings the ball out to the left. But unfortunately, it goes right between Livramento and Gordon and out for a throw into Chelsea. He really did thump that ball. But unfortunately for us, it went straight between Livramento and Gordon. But we are still 0-0. 5.5 minutes gone. And, no goalkeeper's made a save yet, but the football's been good. What's up, Billy?
You're miles ahead of everyone else. Go to the chat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's crazy. That makes a change, doesn't it, to be honest?
It does, yeah.
But these 3 o'clock kickoffs, Sam always seems to be in front. It's when I have to watch Sky or TNT online is when it slows down for me. Oh, great play by Joe Linton, but Thiago Silva well positioned there to block the pass, and it's now back with Sanchez again. Sanchez lofts it to the left-hand side to Cucurella. Great pressure by Miggy, and the referee decides that's a foul, and Chelsea have a free kick. A little bit of a tangle there between Cucurella and Miggy, but all friends at the end of the day, which it certainly wasn't that last season, Billy. It got a little overheated.
Definitely. There was a bit of shithousery going on for us, there wasn't last season.
Oh, aye. Just a little bit, Billy. Just a little bit.
Chris Wood's finest out, of course.
Indeed, yes. The ball is back with Sanchez now for Chelsea. Long ball played forward. Livramento wins the header. Here's Joe Linton. Spins. In fact, it was Bruno. That nice little spin by Bruno. Finds Lascelles. Lascelles out to the right-hand side to Trippier. Up the line to Lewis Miley. Miley, great control. And manages to stab it back to Lascelles. And Lascelles goes back to His Holiness Nick Pope. Pope just rolls it out to Fabian Schär, who brings it forward now for Newcastle. Taking his time again, waiting to see who's available to ping a pass to. He swings it out to the right-hand side where Kieran Trippier is. Great touch by Trippier. Plays it forward over the top, looking for Isak. It's well cut out, though. And Chelsea managed to sort of play the way out of trouble there quite well. And Cucurella breaks forward now over the centre circle for Chelsea into Gallagher. Gallagher looks to his right to find Cole Palmer now. Palmer on his left foot clips it towards Cucurella, who'd continued his run, but well defended again by Newcastle and played out of defence really well. But that's a poor touch by Bruno, and Cucurella wins it back. But Newcastle playing the way out of defence quite well, but unfortunately losing the ball at very, very interesting times. Reece James now has it on the right-hand side for Chelsea as my stream has frozen. I don't bloody believe this. Oh, it's up and running again. Played back now to Thiago Silva. Dear, oh dear. I've lost my stream now, Billy.
Well, I'm at 7:32.
I have a feeling when I get going, I'll still be in front of you, but I'm not sure where I'll be in front of you. 8:35 I'm at now. Just watching a replay of Chelsea coming into the box and shooting wide. It was a run by Conor Gallagher, actually. Gallagher down the left-hand side. He cuts in front of Trippier and fired a shot just wide. But a good opportunity there for Chelsea. I think I'm at the same place I was, to be honest, Billy. I'm not too far behind where I was. Nick Pope will take a goal kick for Newcastle. 9 minutes gone and still goalless as we just try and put a bit of pressure on Chelsea. But Cole Palmer's seen a lot of the ball early doors for the Blues. It's now with Thiago Silva for Chelsea. And Cole Palmer goes all the way back to Sanchez in goal. It's played out and Chelsea start again from the back.
Concerned how Gallagher got through about however long ago it was for you. But
Yeah, he cut inside and had a shot just wide. Enzo plays it forward to Gallagher again, out to Cucurella now. Finds Raheem Sterling. Brilliant tackle by Kieran Trippier. Sterling shall not pass. Here's Miggy. Again, Chelsea, though, seem to be the busier of the pressing teams. But, of course, you know, it hampers Newcastle with what we haven't got on the bench. So that's the disappointing thing. We haven't got the players available on the bench at the minute that can help out. So it's a bit of a real bad situation for Newcastle United at the moment with who they've got on the bench. The ball is with Fabian Schär.
We definitely haven't put them under the sort of pressure we usually do, have we? That's the certainty. It's kind of relaxed pressure, if you like.
Yeah, it's very hit and miss at the moment, isn't it? Anyway, but Trippier's got it now, moving forward for Newcastle United into Miggy. That's a great ball on, and this is Miggy. Miley made that lovely ball and whipped in by Trippier. Joe Linton trying to get ahead to it, but Reece James beat him to it, and the ball bounces over Livramento, and that breaks away for Cole Palmer, but Cole Palmer tightly marked by Gordon, who's won it back. Anthony Gordon now plays a ball into Lewis Miley. Again, he's got Miggy on his right-hand side. Almiron now on the right. Makes a run into the box. Played a very weird ball into Miley, but it's still in play. It's with Trippier again. In comes the cross. Bruno, it's too deep for everybody. That's gone out for a goal kick to Chelsea. But the first real attack of the game for Newcastle United, and it came through Kieran Trippier's crossing. But unfortunately, that second one was just slightly too deep. This is the first one. I'm just watching again. Miggy plays it back. It's a great ball in by Trippier. Joe Linton makes a very late run into the box, but credit to Reece James. He kept his eye on the ball and cleared it away for Chelsea.
I'm just saying that live. It's terrific defensive header from James, wasn't it?
Yeah. He had to keep his eye on the ball as well because he'll have been aware that Joe Linton was charging in from the edge of the box completely unmarked.
It was a great cross as well from Trippier, who has started the game really well from what I've seen. Yeah,
he has. He has. He's done really well. He's blocked Raheem Sterling a couple of times, to be fair, Billy. And when Raheem's looking to go down the left-hand side, as he does, he's just put a foot in and immediately cancelled his run out. But here's Miggy again, moving down the right-hand side. Trippier on the overlap. Almiron to Trippier again. Trippier can't get a cross in this time. Goes short to Almiron. Lewis Miley looking to make that little run that Sean does, but here's Trippier again, floats the ball into the box. Anthony Gordon's underneath it. Just brings it down well. He's got Fabian Schär to his left, but Gordon cuts inside. It's Lewis Miley on the edge of the box. It's Isak! And Isak scores, but I'm not sure if he's offside. The flag hasn't gone up, but what a ball from Lewis Miley. And we've got a goal here, Billy Bob. It's
what time you got? What time is it?
12:35 or something, the goal.
I've got about half a minute to go then.
Well, you'll enjoy it, Billy, but here we go. I think this is going to be checked for offside. Miley's ball is brilliant. Isak's miles onside. It's going to count, Billy. It's a wonderful finish by the Swede.
Yes.
It's a brilliant finish.
Just seen it now. Yeah, what a ball from Miley. We'll have to slip him in as well.
What a lovely little ball. Cucurella tried to play Isak on offside. He wasn't. And what a finish, Billy.
Unbelievable, calm as you like. The ice-cold Swede is back with a vengeance. But what a calm and collected ball from Miley to just thread it through that little gap. It
was superb, wasn't it?
Into the path of Isak, who finished with aplomb. I mean, he's as good as finishers as there is in the league, I think. He's a superb finish, but what a pass from Miley. What a pass.
Absolutely. As we look at Callum Wilson watching on, no smile on his face or anything, but wow, here's Anthony Gordon for Newcastle. Suddenly a spring in the step of the Toon army here. Lascelles comes forward. Nice bit of play. Gets it into Miley, who's taken out, and a free kick to Newcastle United. And what a start young Miley has had in this first 14 minutes of this game, Billy.
Yeah, absolutely. Been phenomenal, hasn't he? Not the bit of the job we think he'd do, but that ball is fantastic. Cucurella was the one that was left behind. Yeah. What a fantastic finish.
We just started to turn the screw a little bit, Billy. And then all of a sudden, we get an opportunity and bang, right in the back of the net.
It seems to be Gordon that's kind of started it all off. He's been getting the ball a lot more and been taking James on, been finding space, and he's been the catalyst for a lot of it, I think. Yeah,
absolutely.
Like you say, Callum doesn't look very impressed, is he?
No, he doesn't. He's looking a bit sad. But listen, he'd be sad because he wants to be out there. Let's be honest. Newcastle United have a free kick. Suddenly I'm about 18 seconds behind where I was. Anyway, free kick comes into the box, headed away again by Chelsea. And now Raheem Sterling looks to break, but brilliant play by Miggy. And Miggy now goes to the byline. He's on his left foot as well. He's got a chance of getting this across. It's a terrible ball. He hits the first man. And when he's on his left foot like that, I expected better. And then Gordon is lynched by Gallagher. Absolutely lynched.
Didn't score, Paul.
Yes, I know. I'm just, yeah. There you go, guys. Miggy did brilliantly here. Gets to the byline. The cross, though, is, well, woeful, considering he's on his left foot. Gallagher then takes a heavy touch. Joe Linton wins it back. Gordon takes it off him, and then Gallagher sticks a leg out very naughtily and brings down Anthony. Right on the top of the foot. That's a nasty one. Jimmy Jones, thank you for your $4.99 super chat. He's pleased for young Miley and keeps Chelsea below us. Well, it's early days yet, Jimmy.
Big cross. It's awful, isn't it?
Yeah, terrible.
And the attack from Gallagher is awful as well, by the way. That should be a yellow card.
Yeah, indeed.
Little rat.
But this is a very, very interesting free kick. Hopefully something can come of this. Let's get this ball into the box, Trips. It's a very good one, but Cucurella's on his own to head it away. Comes out to Almiron. Almiron on his left peg, floats one back over to Kieran Trippier. Great ball, that from Miggy. Trippier then puts another one into the box. This time there is a challenge. And it loots, it bounced for Miley, and the shot is blocked by, I think it was Lascelles. But Almiron gets stuck into Cucurella and wins the ball back. Brilliant stuff from Miggy. Rolls it into Bruno. Back to Miggy. And now Lewis Miley will just let that roll for a throw in. Newcastle United in dominant mood here at St James's Park.
Yeah, it seems we've scored the goal. I don't think Chelsea have been out there home and a half yet. It's amazing kind of change in events, really, because the first 5 minutes I thought Chelsea were the better side, but since that little bit of impetus came in, we've been very, very good, and Miley's been involved in all of it, let's be honest.
Absolutely. He's been absolutely fantastic so far. And Newcastle have a throw right next to the corner flag. Trippier can't find Isak, but Miley's up there with a header. Miley again brings the ball down. Cucurella all over the back of him, but he gets it to Trippier. Inside to Bruno. Bruno back to Lewis Miley. Miley, a lovely little ball inside to Bruno. Bruno gets into the penalty area. It's blocked. And Chelsea managed to hack the ball clear. But again, Lewis Miley causing so many problems. Brilliant play by Fabian Schär to get the ball to Trippier. Back into the Chelsea half we go. Rolls it into Bruno. Bruno now, he's got Fabian Schär to his left. He uses Lascelles, who then goes back to Fabian Schär. Anthony Stafford, thank you very much for your £2 super chat. He says, have a couple of quid, boys. Thank you very much, Anthony. Much appreciated, buddy. Please do keep subscribing. Bottom corner. And, of course, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you're enjoying the commentary today. And, again, Miley, he's not frightened to play these passes, Bill. He's really not.
Confident lad, isn't he? And he's got a little bit of impudence about him that'll make him play these passes, these little kind of Gascoigne passes that he used to play years and years ago.
Call me Swift is celebrating 3 months of membership. So happy to see the Toon back and firing again. Thanks for these 3 p.m. commentary, lads. You're very, very welcome. Here's Enzo for Chelsea as they try now to create something after having the better of the opening 5 minutes. It's Reece James on the right-hand side. Jackson makes a run now into the channel. Jackson back to Conor Gallagher, but Anthony Gordon is in on him in a shot, and Livramento clears the ball for Newcastle United. Brilliant stuff from Gordon, again helping out at the back. He's had a brilliant start of the game as well. Enzo now for Chelsea, looking for a way through, but there's not much movement in front of him. He has to go left to Cucurella. He's got Sterling to his left. Sterling now. Palmer's the only one in front of him, but Sterling cannot get through Kieran Trippier, and Newcastle have the ball back now with Bruno. Bruno with Enzo all over the back of him, but calm play again between him and Joe Linton. Get it to Fabian Schär, who then lifts a wonderful ball to the left to Livramento, who drives forward for Newcastle now. Anthony Gordon's taken out off the play. I'm not sure what happened there, but what a run from Tino Livramento. He's got down by the corner flag and wins the throw in for Newcastle. Wonderful stuff, but Anthony Gordon is down. I'm not sure what happened there, Billy. The cameras weren't on it. I don't know whether you've hit that point yet. But
no, I'm 18:35, so I'm about a minute behind you, I think.
Gordon went down off the ball. He's thankfully getting up. We've just seen it again here. Oh, he slipped. Oh, God. He slipped on the turf, and his leg just went from under him. Oh, wow. And he's up and he's walking. seems
good
to be
news.
okay. He's just given a nod to the bench.
I've just seen it now. Yeah, no one near him, but I'm just seeing the Livramento run. But yeah, he slipped. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah. And looking at Amanda Staveley here, he was looking extremely worried. Obviously, when Anthony Gordon went down there, but he's up. And I think he just gave a nod to the bench. But Joe Linton's down now, holding his ankle.
Yeah, it's his hip, isn't it? I think he's holding his hip.
Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, look, you just expect it now, don't you? Whenever a Newcastle player goes down now, your heart just sinks.
But I think that slip actually helped Livramento out. He's got to block
now,
him in there.
This is going to be interesting to see what Chelsea do here, Billy, because obviously Newcastle kicked the ball out to allow, because Gordon was down injured. So the referee, Livramento definitely kicked the ball out, or... Well, we had the ball. If we've won a throw in, then surely we keep the ball there, Billy. There's no reason to give that ball back to Chelsea.
Absolutely not. No.
And indeed, they're not. Here's Joe Linton. Turns away and plays it all the way to Lascelles. Lascelles brings the ball forward, but he's took a heavy touch. And Raheem Sterling's away for Chelsea here. He's got Cole Palmer to his right. Sterling wants to go all the way. Miggy brings him down and is going to get a card. It's a yellow card. In fact, is it Miggy or Trippier? Trippier's arguing the case, but it all came from a really heavy touch from Jamal Lascelles, which set Chelsea up for the break. Oh, it is Trippier. Trippier will get the yellow card. Oh, Sterling's gone down way too easy for me there. As soon as he's felt Sterling on his back, he's immediately gone down. But it is a yellow card for the Newcastle United right back. He's gone down too easy for me. Really, but as soon as he's felt him on his back there, he's gone down.
Yeah,
and this is a very, very...
I'm there now. Yeah. That's nonsense.
He's gone down far too... Wait till you see the slow-mo, Billy. It's unbelievable.
It's literally blew on him. And he's felt like a pack of cars.
Yeah, he's gone down very, very, very easy there. But a really heavy touch from Lascelles put us in the trouble. Now, Chelsea have some very good free kick takers, I think it's fair to say. Silva's over this.
Christ.
Lascelles'
touch, it's good defending from Jackson, has pressured him into it. And then Sterling's away. But, I mean, Cher's getting back, so it's never a red. But,
yeah,
it's a bit of a harsh yellow, in my opinion. I don't think he's,
I agree, but this is a dangerous place for the free kick. It's going to be Raheem Sterling. Oh, what a goal! And it's 1-1 at St James's Park. It's Raheem Sterling. What a free kick. Nick Pope is rooted to the spot, and Chelsea have levelled the scores at St James's Park. It is 1 apiece with an absolute peach from Raheem Sterling. Credit where credit is due. He sort of... to get that up and down from where he's taken that was absolutely superb from Raheem Sterling. And Chelsea have equalised, Billy.
Yeah, well, Sterling does love a goal against us. Whenever you see Sterling on the pitch against us, he's guaranteed a goal. And I'm about to watch it myself now. He's not far outside the penalty area. He's only like 20 yards, 18-yard box. So we're going to say 20 yards from goal. Tough to get it up. The wall looks way more than 10 yards back, if I'm perfectly honest. Way more.
Yeah, I was thinking that when I looked at the wall the first time, Billy, to be honest.
There's no white lines there, but the referee's put him back, and it's a great finish. Pope's got no chance. You could have at least dived it, though, couldn't he?
Well, it's one of them. I mean, I think Pope's in two minds whether it's going over the bar or whether it's dipping. I think it dipped very, very late, and Nick Pope can only look behind him and see the ball in the back of the net. And it's 1-1. And that is as frustrating as it gets. It really is. Wow.
And Lascelles' mistake has been punished. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's in their half to break as quick as that. It's a goal they don't deserve, I don't think.
Yeah. I mean, look, it goes to show, Billy, that you can't give these opportunities away to players like...
It's not in the centre of the goal either. I mean, why Pope not diving for that? Well, it's not in the corner. It's I don't know.
I think questions have to be asked, but Chelsea are coming back again. Nick Pope catches the ball. It's Raheem Sterling again. And we know what he's like against Newcastle. But now Anthony Gordon races away for Newcastle. He's got Thiago Silva in front of him. He's got the pace all day to beat him. But he's got Reece James there as well. But great defending by Silva. and he's tripped over the ball and give a corner away. Not often do you see that from Thiago Silva, but he's fell over the ball and Newcastle United win a corner. This would be a good time to answer straight back, Billy.
Indeed, it would. Yeah, they want a high, just to knock them back down to the peg again.
I mean, the eyes are going to go on Nick Pope there, but I don't know. Sometimes, you see goalkeepers rooted to the spot in them situations, and clearly Pope was.
You've got to make an attempt, haven't you? Christ, you don't just stand there. I mean, you've got no chance if you stand there. At least we dive.
Well, I think once he sees the ball come over the wall, then, yeah, he knows where it's going. Trippier's corner comes into the back post, and Joe Linton's missed a sitter. Oh, how's he missed that? Completely free at the back post. And he's headed it wide. I mean, he's 4 yards out and he's headed it wide. That's an unbelievable miss from Big Joe. He should not miss from there. He's got Conor Gallagher totally lost him. It comes to Joe Linton and he's headed it wide. That is a shocker. The goalkeeper's claiming a free kick when he in fact slipped over. There was no Newcastle player near him. That's an extraordinary miss by Joe Linton. He's back on the ball now to find Bruno, to Miley. Cucurella tackles him, throw into Newcastle midway through the Chelsea half. But that was a huge miss, Billy.
You see it.
Oh, you don't want to see it, mate. You want to shut your eyes.
The corner's about to come now. I've just seen Thiago Silva make an arse of that, but
yeah. It's a terrible miss from Joe Linton. But here's Livramento. Into Bruno. Pushes forward again. Finds Lewis Miley. Miley to Lascelles. Lascelles quickly gets it to Trippier this time. Trippier plays it to Miggy. Miggy then cuts inside to Bruno. Bruno's got 3 around him, but manages to get away from them. Still Bruno. Holds off the challenge again of Raheem Sterling. Into Joe Linton. Joe Linton now to Kieran Trippier. Trippier back to Joe Linton. He can turn. But Cole Palmer's on him in a second and wins the ball back for Chelsea. Chelsea trying to play it out now despite the heavy press from Newcastle. Enzo gets it forward now to Sterling again. Into Cole Palmer. Palmer looks forward. Great tackle. Magnificent tackle by Fabian Schär. And he brings the ball forward for Newcastle.
You missed that. Of course,
yeah.
It is that's a terrible miss.
Yeah, you've got it's an unbelievable miss. More funny than that, Billy, was Sanchez complaining that he was fouled and there was no Newcastle player near him, which was quite just mental. He is Bruno for Newcastle. Trippier's wide. He gets it to Trippier. Trippier can send a cross in. It's an awful ball by Trippier. Has it gone out of play? No, it hasn't. Play goes on. And Miley now. Great retrieval from Gordon. Sorry, it's Livramento. Gets it to Bruno. Bruno turns. Jackson all over him. Lascelles finds Fabian Schär. Schär finds a brilliant ball to Kieran Trippier. Ball in first time. I don't think you need to play it first time. There was nobody in the box. Isak spinning and turning on the ball. Livramento now. He's got Gordon wide of him. Livramento continues his run. Gordon cuts back on his right foot. He may hit this. He does, but it's blocked by Reece James. Sterling heads it away. Great pressure this from Newcastle. Almiron gets it to Trippier. Trippier, lovely back heel to Almiron. Almiron again into Joe Linton. Trying a little 1-2, but Chelsea get away with the ball now. Newcastle again have kept up this intense pressure, though, since the goal. Bruno now to Livramento. Newcastle dominant again. Bruno again now. He's got Livramento to the left, going to the right. Chooses to go all out. A poor ball looking for Trippier, but Lascelles manages to win it back. Here goes Trippier again, bombing forward into Bruno. Bruno in a bit of space. Lovely ball out to Almiron on the right-hand side. Doesn't cross it, gives it back to Bruno. It's a poor ball for Bruno to get to. It was a hospital pass, but he's done really well. Here's Lewis Miley. Miley can't get the ball across. Bruno now down at the right-hand side. Miley tries to help him out. Bruno's ball in, and it's too close to Sanchez. And Sanchez holds on. Incredible pressure again from Newcastle. And Sanchez looked long for the run of Jackson, but Newcastle have got it back again, and they go again. Chelsea really pinned back at the moment, even since the goal. But Newcastle, unfortunately, just can't get it in the back of the net. And this is where we need the goals, Billy, when we're on top.
Yeah, this is the time to do it. Like you say, we're dominant now. And have been really. little counter-attack aside for that 20 minutes. So,
yeah.
Yeah, 1 each isn't a fair reflection of the game, I don't think.
Indeed. Almiron now has it on the right-hand side for Newcastle, running a Cucurella again, looking for support. He plays a ball in. It's great ball. And Isak just was a yard behind, getting on the end of it. Half an hour gone at St James's Park. It's Newcastle 1, Chelsea 1. But Newcastle United deserve to be about 2 or 3 up here. They are dominating the game. Chelsea got 1 breakaway there. And unfortunately... Guys, we are doing our best with the streams. I know I'm jumping forward and back, but it just depends when my stream, it buffers and then it goes back to where it was. It's a pain in the arse, but we're doing the best we can, guys. Jackson now for Chelsea. Into Enzo, to Gallagher. Chelsea coming forward down the right-hand side now. A bit of space for Reece James. Plays it inside for Cole Palmer. Palmer skips inside onto his right foot. Plays it back to Reece James. Danger here for Newcastle. Just wide from Enzo. In fact, I think Nick Pope got a save on that. If he did, it's a fabulous save. But again, Chelsea breaking out really quickly. And an opportunity there for the go-ahead goal. Cole Palmer did remarkably well there, played it out to the right-hand side where Reece James was waiting, and unfortunately, or fortunately for us, Nick makes a great save from Enzo down to his left-hand side, and it's a corner. Again, Joe Linton, they got round Joe Linton a little bit easier for my liking there, but here's the corner for Chelsea, which Conor Gallagher's going to take. Gallagher's corner. In it comes. And it's in. Oh, what a save. I thought it was going in the top corner, but it's not. He was unmarked, but it was straight at the Holy One. Wow. It's Badiashile who got the header, and he towered above Isak there, and Nick Pope managed to make the save, and we remain at 1-1. The ball with Jamal Lascelles now, trying to bring it forward for Newcastle. He's kicked it out of play. Throw into Chelsea. Lascelles has looked a little bit edgy today, Billy. He's looked a bit off the pace, shall we say?
He's clearly worried about the pace that the Chelsea forwards have, and
I
mean, it's always going to be a game where probably a game too far for Lascelles, and this might be it. But
Thiago Silva has the ball for Chelsea. Back to Reece James. He goes all the way back to Sanchez. Isak pressing. And Sanchez plays a left-footed ball out for Cucurella on the right-hand side. He just nods it down straight to Kieran Trippier, though. Trippier plays it inside to Isak. Isak, lovely touch to Almiron. Almiron, Cucurella all over the back of him, but he's got to throw into Newcastle, which Kieran Trippier wanted to take quickly and does to Joe Linton. Joe Linton chests it down, back to Trippier. Trippier has to go back to Lascelles, but Lascelles, quick little ball in there to Fabian Schär. Schär gives it to Joe Linton on the halfway line. Joe Linton inside to Bruno. Joe Linton taken out very late there, and the referee, who was going to give advantage, gives a free kick. Enzo is furious, but it was definitely a free kick. It was a very late challenge on Big Joe there, and Newcastle United have a free kick.
I think Badiashile should have scored from that corner.
Well, he should have. He should have, but it was a great save by Nick Pope, though, Billy, to be fair.
It was, yeah. I mean, there's no...
A lot of people are asking why he couldn't move like that for the free kick. Yeah, well, interesting. But never mind. Newcastle have a free kick on the halfway line, played in again by Trippier, looking for a Newcastle head. Lascelles got on the end of it, but it just sort of bounced up in the air. Enzo falls backwards and wins a free kick for Chelsea. Again, Big Joe all over the back of him. I'm sure that was a good place to give away a free kick when Chelsea are pinned back in their own half. However, it remains 1-1. 1,600 watching, guys. Please do smash the like button for us if you are enjoying the stream. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. It is subscriber only to comment today. But we, as usual, we're looking to go towards 26,000. So please help us by subscribing to the channel. And also, don't forget to hit the notification bell as well, which lets you know when we schedule live shows, which is nearly every day during the week. Or, of course, any recorded shows that we do. Sterling into the box for Chelsea here, going against Trippier again, and he's overhit that to Cole Palmer, and it rolls out, and it's a goal kick to Newcastle United. Just a little bit too much on there from Raheem Sterling, and it rolls out safely for Newcastle United for a goal kick. But coming up to 10 minutes to go to half-time, I can't complain at the way Newcastle have played. I think we've played really well. Chelsea have looked dangerous a little bit on the break, Billy. We've got to be aware of that.
Absolutely. It's that pace they've got. It's Jackson, Sterling, Palmer, all quick lads. And, we can't get too ahead of ourselves attacking and leaving ourselves short at the back, which, although the goal didn't come from that, I mean, Lascelles was a way forward up the pitch, wasn't he, when he lost the ball? So, really, we should have had men in behind to help him out, but didn't happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, really annoying goal to concede, considering how on top we've been. Lascelles does well against Palmer twice there to win the ball, but it comes to Badiashile, and he goes back to Sanchez in goal. He, in turn, gives it to Thiago Silva now. Silva has a look, see what's available. Suddenly has Joe Linton all over and plays it forward, looking for the run of Jackson. It's a great ball and a wonderful interception from Tino Livramento, because if he didn't get that, Jackson was clean through on goal. What a brilliant bit of play from the youngster. And Nick Pope has given it away straight to Gallagher's in here, and he's fluffed the shot. But what in hell's earth was Nick Pope doing there? I mean, 1 minute he's world class, next minute he's a divvy. I don't get it. Billy, you'll see it in a minute. It's awful. It is awful. And how we've got away with that. I mean, Conor Gallagher should have buried that, and he knows it. He's still jumping around like a nut. Absolutely foaming that he's missed it. But Jesus Christ on a bike. Shaved my arse hair with a rusty razor. That was so close to being 2-1 Chelsea. And we've given it away again. Jackson now for Chelsea, bombing forward. He's got Gallagher in support, but good work by Joe Linton to win the ball back. No foul, says the referee. And Livramento brings it away back to Joe Linton. Joe Linton this time has Jackson all over him, but stays strong and lays it off to Lascelles. Lascelles has got Trippier on the right-hand side and finds him. Trippier in a bit of space to bring it forward now for Newcastle. Goes in turn to Almiron. And Almiron's going to win a corner, is he? No, Badiashile keeps the ball in and plays it off Miggy for a goal kick. Billy?
I haven't got there yet.
Oh, it's dreadful. It's dreadful. I'm seeing a replay now. I don't know what he's doing.
I've got Thiago Silva to play the ball through. Tino's intercepted it, and so it's coming up soon.
I mean, it's shocking. But Gallagher makes a total arse end of it.
Dear me. Yeah, back to type for Gallagher, isn't it?
I mean, if that had felt to Sterling or Jackson, that was 2-1 Chelsea. But we're coming back again now with Bruno. Bruno, he's got Miggy in a bit of space on the right-hand side here. But again, the first time Cross was on with his right foot, he's delayed it again. And now it comes back to Trippier. And now we're stuck to get the ball across. It could have been first-time ball in there. That's a cross comes in from Bruno. And good defending by Reece James. There's nobody in the box, though. Why is Isak not in the box? Fabian Schär for Newcastle now. Goes across to the skipper, Jamal Lascelles, who in turn will probably use Trippier. Indeed, he does. Trippier now. Looking for that run, but lays it up short to Almiron, who in turn gives it back to Kieran Trippier. Trippier then back to Almiron now. He can run with the ball for a little bit. He's got Miley to his right. Stops and checks back and lays it to Isak. Isak, who's well away from the penalty area at the moment, but plays a nice 1-2, but then tries to play too many, and Chelsea intercept the ball. It's back with Sanchez. And he plays it to Thiago Silva, who's got Gordon all over him, but again, a cool, calm head, and sets it away to Enzo. And Enzo breaks away for Chelsea now over the halfway line. Chelsea with men forward. One of them is Raheem Sterling here on the left-hand side. Sterling in a bit of space. Trippier comes across. Cucurella, the only one in Sterling's vision at the minute. Sterling may have to try and get past Trippier. He does, and Trippier blocks it for a corner to Chelsea. End-to-end stuff here at the moment.
Yeah, not exactly what we want, is it? We want to get back to that dominant phase that we had earlier in the half until the goal kind of ruined it. But Chelsea definitely been spurred on by that goal that they didn't deserve, let's be honest.
Paul says no keeper was saving that free kick in that starting position. Well, do we blame his starting position? I don't know. But anyway, we've got a corner to defend here. Just under 6 minutes to half time. And it's 1-1. In comes the corner and headed away very well by Jamal Lascelles. Good header as well. And Newcastle managed to get the ball from that header. And it's a great bit of play by Almiron to bring it away. And Miley tries to get it out. And it goes for a Chelsea throw-in. brilliant defending again from Anthony Gordon. Just showing that willingness to always come back and help defensively. It really is incredible, the work he goes through in a game. Badiashile for Chelsea. 5 minutes to go to half-time. It is 1-1 at St James's Park. Isak giving Newcastle the lead. Raheem Sterling with a brilliant free kick from his side of things to make it 1-1. Lewis Miley, good strength again to Bruno. Bruno plays it through, looking for the run of Almiron. But Badiashile comes across and makes a brilliant interception. Enzo now. Enzo's going to have to go back to Thiago, who gives it back to Badiashile. That's good football by Chelsea to play the way out of danger. Cole Palmer gives it away, though. Brilliant interception by Cher, who kept running. I thought he was going to go through Enzo there, but he didn't. And Trippier makes a brilliant tackle, but Gallagher, he bottled it. Gallagher completely bottled it with Livramento, and Livramento brings the ball away. And he finds Anthony Gordon now. Gordon has Livramento in support. Gordon, he's gone down. It's a little bit of it's not a nasty foul, but he's yellow carded anyway, says the referee. Great skill. It's Ugochukwu with the yellow card for Chelsea.
Leslie's his first name as well.
Well, we'll call him Leslie. Sticks a leg out, brings Anthony Gordon down there. But further up the field, Conor Gallagher completely bottled it against Livramento. And then Gallagher went down as if Livramento had actually fouled him. But absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Livramento's just quality, Billy. He really is.
Outstanding, isn't he? And this is what we were saying about him playing on the left. He's got more to his game than what Trippier has on that left-hand side.
Yeah,
absolutely. With a bit of a left foot. And you've not noticed that he's playing on the wrong side for him, have you? Really?
No.
None of the problems have come down his side of the pitch. In fact,
absolutely not.
Not attached down his side at all, have they? Let's be honest.
Well, this is a very, very good free kick in a very good situation for Newcastle. Fabian Schär and Kieran Trippier are over the ball. I mean, will Trippier go for goal here? It certainly looks like it. I mean, Fabian Schär's got, I think, the more powerful shot on him for a long-distance effort. But it looks like Trippier's fancying this. This is going to take a worldie from Trippier to beat the goalkeeper from here, in my opinion. But we shall see. Trippier steps up, hits it. It's a beauty! Oh, he's hit the bar! He's hit the bar, and I think Sanchez got a finger to it as well. Just seeing a replay now. Oh, Sanchez was nowhere near it. Couple of inches lower. Newcastle were 2-1 up. Oh, it smashes the bar. No, the goalkeeper didn't touch it. My God, what an effort by Kieran Trippier. I thought it was Nestling, but unfortunately it hit the wrong side of the bar and bounced over. Wonderful free kick from Kieran Trippier there. Joe Linton pushed from behind and wins a free kick. Conor Gallagher probably still wondering how he missed that opportunity earlier on. But he completely fluffed it. That's how he missed it. He completely fluffed it. But I think we can win this game, Billy. And, it wouldn't be, come the halftime whistle, it wouldn't be unfair to say that we should be about 2 or 3 goals up. I mean, Chelsea have had a couple of opportunities on the break, but we have dominated.
They've had sporadic counters, haven't they? Which,
yeah,
a lot of it's come of our own undoing, really. Mistakes we've made. Nothing creative from Chelsea as such.
Absolutely.
The goal, again, shouldn't have happened, but in the main, we've controlled play. And I'm glad to see this free kick now from Trippier, actually. That's how far behind I am.
Well, while you're watching that, we're looking at Almiron coming forward here. Gives it to Joe Linton. He can hit them from here. Joe Linton! And he goes with a left foot that would be an absolute wonder kick in the NFL. That's how far over the bar it was. So he gives a little shake of his head and disappointed. But, I mean, what an effort that was by Trippier, Billy.
Unbelievable free kick, wasn't it? I'm not sure if Sanchez had it covered or not. I don't think he did. I think an inch lower, like you said, I think it's in. But Trippier, so again, apart from the goal, which harsh free kick in my opinion, but apart from that, he's been very good today again.
Yeah. 6 attempts each on goal in the first half so far. 1 on target for Newcastle and 4 on target for Chelsea. I'm not sure where the 4 on target for Chelsea's come from. I don't know who's watching this game. I can't recall 4 shots on goal on target. They've had a few go wide.
Oh, they've got the goal, they've got the header from Badiashile. I can't think of anything else.
Strange. Anyway, Sanchez belts the ball upfield for Chelsea. Sterling nods it down to Cucurella into Enzo. Enzo back to Cole Palmer. Flicks it on for Cucurella. Now it's Raheem Sterling going again against Kieran Trippier. He's had no joy out of him so far, and yet again, no joy out of him this time. And Miggy springs away for Newcastle. Almiron cutting through the field now, looking for help. Gets it from Isak. Isak has to come back a bit, though, to get the ball. But again, Livramento is bombing down the left-hand side. Here he is, Livramento. Can he get a ball into the box here? He doesn't. He gives it back to Bruno. Bruno spins. A cross came in from Livramento there, but Bruno demanded the ball. Here's Fabian Schär to Livramento. And he's brought down by Reece James. Again, a little bit of a nasty one, that. Livramento was hurt. I think he's back on his feet now. Yes, he is. But that's a sore one for Tino. He's just going to fasten his laces. Skipped inside Reece James there. Well, it wasn't anything nasty, to be honest. He just sort of stood on him as he was running. So I'm not going to have much of a go at Reece James for that one. 3 minutes of additional time, by the way, of which we've already had a minute. So just waiting for Tino to get back onto his feet, which he is. Trippier now will play this into the box again. Can we get that go-ahead goal just before half-time, which would be a perfect time? That ball is way too close to Sanchez, and he claims that for Chelsea. Taking his time and then rolls it out to Enzo for Chelsea. Plays it out to the left-hand side. Cole Palmer looks for the run of Raheem Sterling and Jackson. Nick Pope's come out his area. And he's just, nah. He's just launched it into Rose Ed. No reason at all. Oh, dear. And Enzo now for Chelsea. Can they grab a goal before half-time? Gallagher's little touch, not very good. Good tackle by Bruno. And now Newcastle spring away looking for Anthony Gordon. Thiago knew he didn't have the pace there. Gordon cuts back inside and put a Thiago magnificent. Brilliant from Reece James as well. And then he's brought down by Joe Linton and a free kick. I think Reece James is making a little bit too much of that. Blake Tucker, thank you very much for your $1.99 super chat. Very kind, my friend. Thank you very much. And Joe Linton is showing the yellow card. I mean, his arm was up, but the way that Reece James went down there, you'd think he'd been stabbed in the back of the head. I mean, he did sort of put his arm around him. Guys, 1,750 people watching, only 600 likes. Please do just take 1 second just to hit the thumbs up button for us, please, if you would be so kind. And Reece James is having an argument here with, I think, Jason Tindall. I'm trying to see who Reece James is having a go at there, but it's only showing the Chelsea coach, so I can't really see. Eddie Howe's giving him the evil eye. Jason Tindall looks like he wants to kill him. I think it is Jason Tindall. Judging by Jason Tindall's face there, he is not happy with Reece James. The way he reacted. Oh, he's given away a terrible free kick, Reece James. And Newcastle back in possession now. Isak, he's got it to Anthony Gordon. Gordon back inside to Isak. Isak having a run at Thiago. Isak, you just don't know what he's going to do. Unfortunately, this time he loses the ball and he brings down Badiashile, and it's a free kick to Chelsea. I'm not actually sure what the hell Reece James was doing with that free kick, but it put his team in an awful load of trouble there.
Oh, I've just seen the Reece James. Yeah, what's he holding his head like he's been elbowed for?
Well, exactly. I think that's what
absolute nonsense.
That's what Jason Tindall was absolutely fuming about. Was the fact that it was a ridiculous throw to the floor.
Why is Simon Hooper falling for it? I mean, it's blatantly obvious what happened there. He just touched his. Let's have a look. He just touched. He's hardly touched him.
I know. He's actually blown for half time, by the way, and the referee having a chat with a couple of the players there. But it is 1-1 at half time. A full-blooded game, no doubt about it. Lots of action, a couple of goals, but unfortunately, Chelsea got an equaliser when we were on top in the game, and disappointed to say that we conceded when we did there. The other games in the Premier League are currently Burnley 0, West Ham 0, Luton 0, Crystal Palace 0, Nottingham Forest 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 1, and Sheffield United 0, Bournemouth 1. So they are the latest scores in the Premier League so far this afternoon. But obviously, we're more bothered about Newcastle United. However, it is 1-1 at St James's Park. Billy, I mean, we've been at the races today. We've definitely seen some decent performances. But unfortunately, we just haven't been able to get that second goal. I think if we get a second goal, we kill them off. I think Chelsea look like they're there to be beaten.
Yeah, I agree with you. That it's just been sporadic counter-attacks, really. They're not controlled the midfield. I think we were on top of midfield.
Yeah.
We look dangerous on both flanks. Isak looks up for it today as well.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Linton's been a little bit profligate in front of goal, unfortunately. Otherwise, we would be 2-1 ahead.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's been a pretty good first half performance, I'd say. Just the one kind of error that cost us the goal. And to make one error, because I think we've been a bit unlucky, I've got to be honest. So, and Nick Pope for that goal, I really do think he's got to die for that. And if he dies for it, I think he saves it. It's poor goalkeeping. He's had a poor first half, actually.
Yeah, he has a couple of really dodgy kicks as well. Calvin, thank you for your £5 super chat. He says, Joe Linton, dear God, if you get the opportunity to shoot, pass to someone else. It's not happening for Joe Linton in front of goal, Billy. I mean, that header from the corner, I mean, he's unmarked. He's 4 yards out. Just put it on target. I mean, he was trying to, from the replay, it looked like he was trying to head it into the corner of the net instead of just putting it on target. Put it on target. It's a goal. Yeah,
he's trying to be too precise, isn't he? Trying to nestle it in the bottom corner. It goes a couple of inches wide, but from being 2 or 3 yards out, you've got to score them. And Joe Linton's, he's been a bit profligate in front of goal a few times. A couple of shots that he shouldn't have had and he took and end up in high wide, not very handsome.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I think he's played pretty well. He's really unfortunate to get a yellow card for that instance before half time as well. So he's got to be careful second half as well. So.
Bournemouth has scored a second, by the way, now at Sheffield United. It's half time. Sheffield United 0, Bournemouth 2. Brighton have just took the lead at Forest as well. So it's now Forest 1, Brighton 2 as they're coming up to half time. So really great result for Bournemouth at the minute in the battle of the basement. There's no doubt about that. We have Stato joining us. Good afternoon.
No, Stato.
Before you say anything, matey, Edward Gorn, thank you very much for 1,000 yen. Full-blooded, we need to get the result, he said. And we have Connor Close, a member for 1 month, says, games here for the taking. 2-1, let's have it. Alex, your thoughts on the first half?
Exciting, fun game. And we're bloody good at football. Passing sequences, energy, counter-attacking. We're creative. We play great football. It's lovely. It's an absolute privilege to be able to watch a team play to this level.
Yeah.
I think Chelsea are fortunate that they're in the game. I think sort of between 35, just after about 35 minutes, I was thinking about, right, what am I going to say at half time? 1-1, probably fair. We've had a few chances. But I think now that it's been the full 48 minutes that was that first half, I think we were marginally better. I think a lot of what they've done has come through our own mistakes. And those mistakes have come through players that aren't our first team 11 players like themselves, which is fine. It wasn't his fault the free kick went in. But still, we're playing some magnificent football. Miley settled in really well. You can tell he's still young, but instinctively very, very good.
I think he's had a brilliant first half, Lewis Miley. I think he's been excellent.
Well, it was a defensive run forward from Gordon. He picked the ball up deep, and Miley tried to release him. It was the right idea. He didn't quite get it right, but he's instinctively does all the right things. Miley, he's a very good. He just plays off instinct. He's just got a very good footballing brain for a young guy. He just plays really nicely.
Now we've seen a bit of both sides of Nick Pope in that first half. Alex, Billy commented on the free kick. Should he have at least tried? He just stood and watched the ball, but we see that so often with goalkeepers. If they think they can't get there, they'll just not bother. And then a couple of kicks, which were absolutely shocking. And he made a brilliant save as well. So he's gone through it all in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, I was having a chat with an Arsenal fan this morning. And about goalkeepers, and I've basically had the same conversation about Nick Pope, is that we get these two sides, and we're seeing exactly that straight away in one half of football this afternoon. World class save. I think that strongly struck shot. I think it was from Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Absolutely magnificent save, considering the flight of the ball and how much time he had to react and get down. That is elite. But then just standard left foot, clear the ball, completely miscued it, and he does that quite often. But we know he's like that. We know he's going to, over the course of a season, I think he'll win us more points than he loses. I think this is the keeper we've got. I think in 2 or 3 years, we'll probably upgrade to somebody who can do what Nick Pope can do with a little bit more technical quality with his feet. It's just, it's fine. We love him. He'll still give us points. We're just going to have to accept that this is a limitation. And there's a lot of top clubs struggling with this transition, going from very good goalkeeper to that next step is, I mean, what goalkeepers are perfect at it? Only a few. So it's very tricky.
And of course, Joe Linton should have put us 2-1 ahead, Alex, with that header from 4 yards out. Of course, he missed a very similar one in Dortmund that could have changed the direction of the game. And this one could have done the same thing. He's got to be scoring them from that range.
I mean, he got credited with an XG of 0.24. So theoretically, you score 1 in 4 of them. But I think that's generous. I think he should be scoring it, really. I think I've got dual commentary on, and the I can't remember who it was, but one of the commentators mentioned, don't need to angle it, just aim it at the goal. I completely agree. Just aim it at the goal. Aim it down, get your head on it.
Yep.
Old school Alan Shearer kind of striking. Get your head on it, aim it down, aim it goalward. You don't have to start angling it crazy amounts. There's going to be rebounds, there's going to be scrambles. Just get it goalward. However, I do think the overall state of play, I think we're the better team at the moment. We're getting the better chances. I'm mesmerised by our passing sequences. They've gone away and done some serious homework since the Bournemouth game, because there's some really interesting patterns of play. We look really good. They look like they've had a rest. A few of the lads as well.
Anthony Gordon looks incredible again. I mean, he does. He's just up and down.
Terrifying when anybody sits down though, or gets
as does Livramento. I mean, Livramento has been brilliant in that first half as well.
Absolutely exceptional.
He actually looks like a left back. He bombs forward. He can use his left foot. He can use his right. But
it's just the issue. They're both right-footed on that left side, as Billy's obviously pointed out.
Yeah.
They've been so good at initiating those attacks. They're doing 9/10 of the work. But then when Gordon and Livramento go walkabout on that left side, they get to a point where they both have to cut back. Nobody's willing to take on that left foot. At least when Miggy does it, Trippier has an overlap and then a cross. We don't have that. They're both cutting back, and then it allows them to sort of regroup. And then Isak's got 2 or 3 big guys on him, and he's trying to win a header, and it's real tough for him. But yeah, we'll figure it out, I'm sure.
And of course, now Willock's out again, Alex, Achilles injury, and we don't know. Eddie said it's not looking good. It could be a while for him on the sidelines again. We are literally down to the threadbare bones of this squad.
It's terrible news. It's absolutely terrible. I mean, this is why I'm glad I put an 8th. Well, 8th or better I'd be happy with that this season based on the demands. Unless the owners are willing to really go big in January, because we just don't have the depth. And I don't think it's Eddie Howe's fault either. It's just a lot of it's nitty gritty injuries. It's not down to the style, in my opinion. But it's great for Miley. Miley's going to get more minutes. He looks okay in this game. For everybody watching this show, I all consider you far more educated football fans than a lot of the fans who watch other channels, because we try and break it down carefully. We need to make sure we give Lewis Miley time. He will make mistakes. He is going to make mistakes. He might make an important mistake that costs us a game. We've just got to. He's very, very young, and you've got to remember this isn't sort of Sean and Matty coming through a few years ago. This is a young lad coming through at the standard we're at right now, which is, Bruno could walk into any team in the world, in my opinion. So when you're putting Lewis Miley in next to Joe Linton and Bruno Guimaraes, you've got to give him a minute, because he's going to take another 3 or 4 years to really grow. So I just hope we do give him the benefit of the doubt if things don't go perfect. But he looks good. He looks like he belongs. He really does.
Yep. Okay, Billy, no worries, matey. Look, it's going to be. What does he do second half, Alex? Because substitute wise, I don't think he'd be keen to bring anybody on. Maybe Matt Ritchie, late stages of the game, but Dummett's the other senior player there. 3 goalkeepers on the bench, and then kids. So what does he do with Tuesday night in mind as well?
I mean, best case scenario, we score a goal early doors, and we can bring. In my head, I'm thinking, right, we need to put a chance away, 2-1 up. Ben Parkinson comes on 60, 65 minutes. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's far too early. I think Eddie would sub him on far later than that.
Yeah.
However, we need Isak available, especially with the duration Wilson's going to be out for. But yeah, you're right. We're looking at Matt Ritchie to sort of, I mean, he could come in anywhere, left wing, right wing, slot into an 8 role. Matt Ritchie will just be used to plug a hole if someone's knackered, unless there's a prearranged plan for a player to play a certain amount of minutes today. There might be.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking in my head it's Ritchie and Ben Parkinson. I mean, what else do we do?
There's nothing else.
Literally, there's no other option. I mean, and Dueni is a name. I think he's a forward as well.
But he's never featured at all, has he? And Dueni. So
I mean, the only logical things we start talking about tinkering far too much. Like if you bring Alex Murphy on, you're going to have to push Share forward or Trippier forward. I don't want to start tampering that much in a game of this magnitude. I'm sure the coaching staff and Eddie don't either. But there's only 2 options I really see from the bench.
It's awful that we're in this situation, isn't it? I mean, what do you make of the injuries, Alex? Because I don't know what to think anymore. You're thinking, right? Willock's picked up an Achilles injury in training. It's just you couldn't write this many injuries.
It's very unlucky. We've been unlucky in this regard beforehand. We had a plethora of centre halves, and we had a season under Bruce where like 6 centre halves all got injured at the same time. It happens. As I think it's the positive thing, and the thing we need to understand is that it's not Eddie Howe. Elliot Anderson was a freak back injury. Harvey Barnes was a freak foot fracture. And then you've got Willock just gets injured in training. Tonali gets suspended. Isak's original quad problem was done in Sweden. Not our fault, not Eddie Howe's fault. Callum Wilson has always been like this throughout his whole career anyway. When you start to actually really dig into it, Dan Burn is very rarely injured, but landed funny from that's not down to how we play and energy. He just landed funny. It happens. Yeah. So, when you start walking through our injury list, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are not down to the way we play and not down to Eddie Howe. It's really unlucky. With Willock, I think they were very careful with his rehab and getting him back, and I think they wrapped him in cotton wool and tried to make it really, really careful. So this is just really unlucky. I think they were overly careful, and it's still not helped. It's just really, really unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, Billy, what do you think will happen second half with regards to any changes that Newcastle may make?
I don't know. It depends on how the game goes, I guess. If we can get ourselves a lead, maybe they can kind of tighten things up a little bit. But I just don't see it. I mean, I think we're going to have to go with the play we've got on the pitch at the minute. Yeah. I just don't see any of the changes, if I'm honest, unless we get injuries, of course.
Yeah. Well, we're still waiting for the players to come out on my stream. So, again, guys, no spoilers in the chat in the second half. I might be behind, I might be in front, but please, no spoilers. Wait till we've spoken about it in commentary. And then you can you can obviously talk about that. Weird thing just happened on my stream there. It went to St. James's Park, but still had the Sports Direct signs next to Newcastle United on the stand. And now it's gone back to live pictures, and the substitutes are still kicking the ball around. So I'm not sure what happened on that stream there, but it went back in time for a moment there. I thought, have I been asleep? But yeah, listen, Alex, we'll see you at full time, matey. Enjoy the second half, bud.
See you soon, guys. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, mate.
So that was Stato there, and we're just about to see Newcastle United re-enter the pitch. Certainly doesn't look like there's going to be any changes from Newcastle. Thank God, because I think if we're having to make changes at half time, that is not a good sign. However, same again, Billy. Really, for the second half, isn't it? We just have to go same again.
And cut the mistakes out. Cut the small mistakes out that we've made. And there have been small mistakes. We've been really heavily punished for them. But the way we're playing the game, it's perfect for me. As Alex says, the passing movements has been great. The 2 flank men look dangerous. Isak looks on it. If we can cut the mistakes out, I see no reason why we can't go on and win the game.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. It just put a couple of balls in the box and let's finish the chances, because I think that's been a problem for a long time now for Newcastle. Is sometimes we don't put the chances away that we really are creating. So yeah,
I mean, both our wide men, as great as they are, they don't fill you with kind of confidence when they're one-on-one with the keeper that they're going to score. Whereas Isak, if he's one-on-one, you think it's a goal. So yeah, we need to get Isak the ball in the box, and he's had the ball twice. The box, he scored once. Yeah, and he's done some running first half. He's covered nearly 5K. So is Isak going to last out the 90 minutes? That's the question. Another question we've got to ask ourselves.
Indeed. Well, second half is underway, and immediately Chelsea come forward, and Jackson's gone down in a heap on the edge of the box. Lascelles is given the yellow card. I can only presume that is for putting his fist right in the face of the Chelsea player there, Jackson. Jackson's gone down like he's been poleaxed. Lascelles is screaming. I think Lascelles knew what he was doing there, and he's been dealt. Well, that's a bit of a pain in the arse, but Jackson's asking the question of why is it just a yellow card? But I don't think there's any VAR check on this. I think they're just getting on with it.
How central is it?
I'm just trying to see here. It's sort of left of centre. So
is it chance for shooting?
Yes, definitely. Oh, without a doubt. I think Sterling might fancy this one again. And I don't think Nick Pope will be too eager to see this free kick here because of what happened in the first half. Sterling's definitely over the ball again. No, in fact, Sterling's moved away. He's left this for Reece James. It's Reece James and Thiago Silva over the ball at the minute. So this may be Reece James taking this one. Sterling is there, but he's nowhere near in a position to take the free kick.
I mean, it's a Sal's mistake in the first place, isn't it? Oh, he's quite a way out. It's a Sal's mistake. He gives the ball away in the first place.
Yeah.
It's poor from the Sal's. That really poor. And if he compounds it with a goal, it is.
Well, my streams has gone blank. What a time!
Dear me,
what a time to lose me bloody stream.
It's not as bad as what Jackson's making out, though.
Well, no, Jackson went and asked the referee what was going on, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute, pal. Let's be honest here. It was he blocked you off, fair enough, but there's no need to go down like you've been axed.
And Jackson's making out look he's been elbowed, and he hasn't been elbowed. It's literally just that arm up to try to stop him from running.
Yeah,
it's not. It's to me, it's not a yellow card if I'm perfectly honest. But the fact it's running towards goal has kind of dictated that. Anywhere else in the pitch, you wouldn't have got a yellow card for it. I'm pretty sure.
Well, nothing came of the free kick, by the way, guys. Sorry about that. I've got my stream back now, but we're just gonna have to put up with this for the length of the stream, guys. It's a bit hit and miss today. As it normally is, but we're coming up to 48 minutes gone, and it's still 1-1, so nothing came of that free kick. But again, Chelsea just trying to cause all sorts of problems for us, unnecessary problems, it's fair to say. And Newcastle have a free kick now, which Trippier will take just in his own half, clips it forward, looking for the head of Lascelles. Almiron trying to get there, as is Fabian Schär. Bruno plays a lovely ball out to Anthony Gordon on the left-hand side. Chelsea want an offside. They're not going to get one. Gordon, he's forced back and wins the throw-in midway through the half. Takes it quickly to Joe Linton. Joe Linton back to Anthony Gordon. Inside to Joe Linton again. And this time on to Livramento. Plays it across to Captain Lascelles. Lascelles in turn goes to Trippier, who's a bit more central. Trippier slips as he plays the ball out to the left-hand side. Totally lost his balance as he kicked that, but he's managed to get the ball out there, and it's now with Anthony Gordon. Gordon skipping down the left-hand side now for Newcastle United. Livramento on the overlap. Livramento cuts back onto his right foot, lays it off to Joe Linton. Joe Linton's got... he was playing a lovely ball across to Trippier and then into Almiron. Almiron cuts back on his left. Bruno plays a lovely ball over the top again, looking for the run. And Sterling gets a lucky bounce off Rick O'Shea there, but Livramento wins the ball back. And again, Rick O'Shea stops us getting the ball. Referee says play on. Loads of players falling left, right, and centre. And I'm not sure who that was. Went down theatrically there. It looked like Trippier. I'm not sure what happened there, but Joe Linton's got the ball on the other side. He's thrown to the floor. The referee says play on, and we get a corner out of it eventually. People are falling all over the place, Billy.
Yeah, we'll get there in a minute.
By the way, Burnley have taken the lead against West Ham. Sorry, Jimmy. Oh, dear. But this is an opportunity now. Trippier's coming across to take the corner. Looks perfectly fine after that theatrical throw to the floor. Newcastle are goated. Says, why is everyone so negative? Well, we're not being negative. Christ, I think we've played bloody well today. The passing's been excellent. Anyway, Trippier's going to take this free kick for Newcastle United. In it comes, right on the penalty spot. Again, Sanchez throws himself to the floor. And he looks to the referee for help. Every ball that comes in, it's going to be another corner. I'm going to pay close attention to Sanchez here. Right, it was his own player knocks him over. Badiashile blocks him off, and he's complaining for a free kick. What an arse. Absolute arse. Bruno causing trouble there. Enzo's all over the back of him. Trippier's corner comes in. Lascelles at the back post, unmarked. What is that? What is that? And now Jackson throws himself to the floor. Newcastle get a corner. Jackson should be booked for that because it was a complete dive. That's absolutely ridiculous from Jackson trying to win a free kick there. Trippier's going crazy with the linesman, but we get another corner. But Lascelles, I mean, Jesus Christ. Nobody on him at the back post. In it comes again. This time Shea goes up. It comes loose. It bounces for Gordon, who hits it. It's blocked, and it's into the arms of Sanchez. And at last, Chelsea get a breather. But again, Newcastle pumping forward. Pumping Chelsea here. But we just need to find the back of the net as Trippier makes a run forward, plays the ball over towards Joe Linton. Good defending by Reece James, and Sanchez bowls it out again. Cole Palmer now turns. He's got Bruno all over him. Finds Badiashile. Enzo now. Enzo plays it forward, looking for Jackson. Jackson takes the ball really well, creates a bit of space and gives it to Cucurella. Again, it's just sort of, it's one of those games at the minute where it's either way. Chelsea are doing a lot of attacking, Newcastle doing a lot of attacking, and it's just who can get the goal.
The first corner, I think there's a bit of a tug in the area there that no one spotted.
Yeah.
On Lascelles.
Wait till you see the second one, and Jamal Lascelles' effort, though, Billy. It is horrific. I take it you've seen it.
It's come off his fetlock, hasn't it? His hind fetlock.
Oh, it's horrendous. It's absolutely horrendous. I still don't know what he was actually doing there, to be honest. I mean, he could have headed it, he could have volleyed it, he could have done anything with it, but no, he totally, absolutely fluffs it up. It was awful, absolutely awful. But you know, he ain't no striker. He ain't no striker. That's a certainty.
Oh, defender at times.
Well, you know, let's be honest, it hasn't been great. Raheem Sterling trying to run into the box there, trying to cause Newcastle a few problems and trying to win a penalty. He ain't going to get one. There's no penalty there in a million years. That's shocking. That's shocking piece of diving from Raheem Sterling. It really is ridiculous. And then puts his arms up in the air as if to say, "Oh, ref, I've been injured." Get up, you ponce. Anyway, throw it to Newcastle midway through the half over on the left-hand side. Anthony Gordon. Oh, he's lost out there. Here's Jackson. Jackson into the area for Chelsea. Gives it to Sterling. Little 1-2. It's brilliant from Chelsea, but wonderful defending again. This time from Livramento. And Bruno has it now for Newcastle to Gordon. Lays it out to Joe Linton, who keeps it in play. Should have let that roll out for a throw in because Chelsea have got to throw in. Joe Linton should have let that go. But a lovely little bit of play from Chelsea here between Jackson and Sterling. But it was Livramento who got just, well, actually, yeah. Great bit of defending from the kid yet again. Enzo for Chelsea now plays it out to Reece James. Sorry, it's Thiago, not Reece James. Reece James is way over on the far side. Here's Enzo again. Good block by Newcastle to win the ball back. Bruno got Gallagher all over him. Gallagher slides in and makes a foul, even though Gallagher says he got the ball. We know he can be a little bit dodgy, Gallagher, in his tackles, Billy.
It's a great tackle by Joe Linton. There's 31 of the penalty for, by the way. Ridiculous.
Well, he's booked Conor Gallagher for that, so there you go.
We should have been booked in the first half.
I mean, to be fair, Gallagher did get a foot on the ball, but I think it was the position that he tackled from that was the problem. But Newcastle have another free kick now in their own half, which Bruno is going to take. Bournemouth, incidentally, 3-0 up now at Sheffield United.
Slow down, lads. You don't want to get 8.
I know. And now it's with Kieran Trippier on the right-hand side. Trippier plays the ball into Isak. Isak miscontrols. There was an opportunity there. Had he kept a hold of the ball there, Isak. And now my stream is really starting to piss me off because it's freezing every 2 minutes. Must be the weather, Billy.
Probably got something to do with it.
With 56 minutes gone. And Newcastle United are still 1-1 and have a free kick in a very, very good position here on the right-hand side, which Trippier can swing into the area here. Jim, we can't sync up today, mate. It's one of those things where we can't sync up. Normally we can, but we can't. The streams are all over the place, so I can't sync with Billy because if I pause and wait for Billy's could jump ahead or go behind. It can't work like that today, mate, unfortunately. In comes Trippier's free kick. Can't get it round the first man. Cucurella heads it away. Trippier, though, wins it back. Jackson throws him to the floor. No free kick, and it rolls out for a Chelsea goal kick. That's really frustrating when that happens. It really is. But it's still 1-1. I mean, Billy, we deserve to be in front here. We've been the team on the front foot, and Chelsea clearly have come to sort of catch us on the break.
Absolutely. It's been mistakes that have let us down, really, just the odd mistakes. But apart from that, I think we've been pretty good.
Yeah.
Just need that one chance to kind of go ahead. And we're not creating much clear stuff, are we, at the minute, which is a concerning thing, but it will come.
Well, the referee's given another free kick here. The player went on and he's brought it back for a foul by Raheem Sterling. So we have another opportunity to put the ball into the box. We've got to make these set pieces count, Billy. Too many of these are just disappearing. We're not making the most of these.
And that Trippier's they've been pretty good areas as well today. We should have took advantage of at least one or two of them. I mean,
Joe Linton with a flick on there. And that's just going to roll out for a goal kick, I think. Yeah. Miley trying to wrestle Leslie there, but unfortunately can't get the ball. And it is now another goal kick. I mean, we're pinning Chelsea back. There's no doubt about that. We just can't get that final quality again.
Just lacking that little bit of creativity, aren't we? Just a little bit of creativity that
Tonali
might have given us.
Indeed.
Molly's gone very quiet, to be fair, and it's understandable. He's a 17-year-old kid. He's not going to dominate.
Well, I mean, he's gone quiet, Billy, because Chelsea are doing no attacking. I mean, he's obviously playing that 6 role, and he's comfortable where he is at the minute. I mean, Chelsea haven't offered anything in this second half, as we've just pumped the ball forward, which has gone straight to Sanchez. Enzo has it now for Chelsea and rolls it across to Thiago Silva. Back to Badiashile, who's got Isak for company here. Badiashile plays it up, but it's well intercepted, well read by Kieran Trippier, who's pushed to the floor, and a free kick to Newcastle. Foul again by Raheem Sterling. I don't know how many of these he's going to get away with. And he's now just kicked the ball away. And this time the referee books him, and rightly so. That's a stupid booking for Raheem Sterling. Absolutely stupid. And he's the third player in the third Chelsea player that goes into the book. I mean, it's a clear push on Trippier. And then he's just his petulant little attitude, decides to kick the ball away from Bruno, and rightly so he's booked and puts himself at risk now of a red card. Because these little fouls will add up. Here's Joe Linton for Newcastle. Out to the left to Anthony Gordon now. Gordon starts again. Cuts back in on his right. Sends the ball in the... It's a beauty! And it's there! And it's Jamal Lascelles with a header!
I told
And
you it comes
Newcastle
in.
United go 2-1 ahead. And it's the skipper who puts us there. And let's celebrate in style. It's 2-1. Your dog off my garden, and it's 2-1 to Newcastle United. And a wonderful header from Jamal Lascelles. I've just seen it again here. Gordon's ball in. Lascelles is miles onside. And what a header that is. What a header.
Not there,
Brilliant
that.
ball in from Gordon. And a
Looking
super
forward to it.
header.
I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Oh, it's quality, Bilbo. It's quality.
Is it
It's
from
a
the free
brilliant
kick?
header.
Is it from the Sterling petulance that it comes from?
Well, it's in the same move, yeah. But it goes out to Gordon on the left. He cuts in on his right foot, swings a beautiful cross in, and Lascelles is there. I thought it was
Scoreboard.
Isak at first.
Scoreboard.
Yes, chill out, man. We've only just scored, man.
Not on my stream, mate.
It's 2-1 to Newcastle. And now Chelsea have to come out at us, which I don't think is good for Chelsea, to be honest.
Well, as long as we don't make
Oh,
mistakes.
mistake by Silver! Joe Linton! 3-1! Oh, what a mistake from Thiago Silva! And Joe Linton is there! And it's another goal! Grab your granny! It's swimming time! 3-1! That is sudden incredible. Thiago Silva tries to give it back to Sanchez. He falls on the ball, and Joe Linton takes the ball and rifles it like a bullet from a gun past Sanchez, who has no chance, and it is 3-1 to Newcastle. Unbelievable scenes at St James's Park.
Well, I can comment on the Jamal Lascelles header. It's a fantastic header, great cross.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to this third one. And that gives us a bit of
it's
breathing
literally
space
straight
now.
from the kickoff, Billy. It's straight from the kickoff.
It's a terrific header. Lascelles seems to have redeemed himself. He's not smiling or anything when he's celebrating. It's a very aggressive celebration, let's say. What a header it is. What a header it is. Santos got no chance. Terrific header. Terrific goal. And I'm going to see the second one in a minute. Third one,
Very, very shortly, Billy. Very shortly. It's an awful mistake from Thiago Silva. Absolutely dreadful mistake. And it's 3-1 to the Toon. Just an incredible moment of Thiago Silva doesn't make many mistakes, but my God.
Oh, dear me. There's no
The
goal.
way Joe Linton finished that was incredible. He just wasn't going to miss. Drilled it home.
Unbelievable. Yeah, what Thiago Silva's doing. He looked like a nearly 40-year-old man for the first time today there. And Joe Linton has hit that in with an absolute vengeance, hasn't he?
He has.
There's no chance Sanchez is getting down to that. And he's
Trippier's giving away to Gallagher, but he's overhit that and it rolls out for a goal kick to Newcastle.
They're pumped up now, aren't they? They're definitely pumped up.
Oh,
You've seen
God,
the aggressive the aggressive celebration of Joe Linton, but I mean, the ball from Gallagher is a little bit overhit, to be honest, but I mean, I don't know what Sanchez is doing, standing on. You've got to try and come out and try and know the angle at some point.
Yeah.
He's literally stood on his feet, not doing nothing. Come out. You've got to come out there. Awful goal kick from Sanchez.
Oh, well, it is. I mean, you've got to come out and narrow the. I mean, if you look at Prime Schmeichel, he would have been out as quick as possible there.
Yeah, some people would have got there before Joe Linton would have, but Sanchez is literally shitting himself, going, "Oh Christ!" on his line. Mental. Really poor goalkeeping.
But I mean, his
But he's not
defender
going to miss
put him
that.
in the shit. I mean,
He did, yeah.
It was awful. I just love the way Joe Linton finished there, Billy. He just whacked it in.
Yeah, he did.
Brilliant finish. So 3-1 to Newcastle. 2 goals in the space of 1 minute and 30 seconds is absolutely incredible. And we're in front by 3 goals to 1.
Yeah, and that little bit of creativity we were missing, the Gordon crosses kind of started that, and Chelsea rattled now, and you know we're at it now, aren't we?
Yeah,
we could get 3 or 4, 4 or 5 even. We've already got 3.
Yeah, I mean that's just sums up Chelsea's season really, and the way Chelsea have been playing. We know that they concede goals, They can score goals, but
That's
they
not
concede
foul
goals
either.
as well.
Ooh, he's done Joe Linton for a foul there. Just after
Yeah, he did.
a minute
Yeah,
and a half ago. Isn't a foul, but Joe Linton's got to be careful as well.
Pochettino's got his covering half his face now. Up in the stands. Does not look like a happy man. And rightly so, when you've seen your team just disintegrate like that within a minute or so. Completely disintegrate. Terrible marking for Jamal Lascelles' goal. But Jamal still had a lot to do to finish it in the way he did. And then, of course, you know, your most experienced player, Thiago Silva, gives away an absolute monstrosity of a mistake.
Chelsea got this in them, haven't they? They were a very soft-centred side. I mean,
yeah.
Let's go back to the Spurs game. They were getting their asses handed to them on a plate until Spurs went kamikaze mental. Until Udogie did that horrible tackle that he should have been ready for. Yeah. And then, obviously, they got 2 reds after that. You know, they were beyond the 8 ball, and they never looked like coming out of it until Spurs handed it to them on a plate, really. Today, you know, they were lucky first half to get 1 each, and now they've gone 3-1 down. I'm not sure they've got the character to come back into it, if I'm perfectly honest.
Well, I mean, they've had a bit of possession here. They're knocking the ball around. Ian Fleming, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. He says, that's better. It is, mate. It is, without a doubt. I mean, Chelsea are trying to knock the ball around in Newcastle half at the moment. Enzo plays it out to the right-hand side to Reece James. They've got to come out now, Chelsea. There's no doubt about it. There's going to be opportunities for us as Fabian Schär is adjudged to a foul Conor Gallagher right by the byline here.
Just cut the mistakes out and we'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a silly foul from Fabian Schär, to be honest. That he just had to shepherd Gallagher out. He wasn't going anywhere, and Fabian Schär comes in like a bull in a china shop, and absolutely, well, knocked him to the floor. Mudryk's coming on for Chelsea. There is another substitute, trying to see who that is, but Mudryk is definitely coming on.
Well, he's got definite pace.
Well, he has, but he hasn't.
Yeah, no buts.
Okay. Shut up. I'll get me caught. In comes the cross for Chelsea, headed away very well by Fabian Schär, who gave the initial foul away. And great play by Miggy Almiron to win the ball back. And Bruno's breaking for Newcastle. Anthony Gordon literally at 100 mile an hour. Oh, just too short of a ball for Bruno, and Reece James got back. Oh, that could have been another one for Newcastle. Gordon was accelerating like a gazelle running away from a lion, Billy. It was incredible. Joe Linton now into Livramento, bombing forward again. Bruno now on the left-hand side, gives it back to his Brazilian counterpart. Joe Linton just calmly plays that back to Fabian Schär. Lascelles in support on the other side. Goes back to Joe Linton. Joe Linton just teasing the Chelsea players and plays it back to Nick Pope. Pope takes a couple of touches, then decides to go to Jamal Lascelles. Lascelles waited too long to clear that ball, but luckily we've got the Kieran Trippier. Lascelles on the ball again. That's a better ball. No, it's not. Isak couldn't get there. Lascelles' passing's been a little bit woeful in this game. That's a free kick. Schär's brought down by Cole Palmer, and the referee gives Newcastle United the free kick. 3 substitutions for Chelsea. Brozia's definitely coming on. It's Caicedo is the other one, and Mudryk. So Conor Gallagher's coming off for Mudryk. Leslie is coming off for that'll be for Caicedo. Thank Christ he's gone off. And I don't have to pronounce his name anymore.
Yeah, but he was shit, Paul. Leslie's worse.
Well, Leslie was bollocks. He'd done nothing. And Nicholas Jackson's going to come off for Brozier. Nicholas Jackson does not look like a happy man. Rightly so.
Brozier off a different type of attack, doesn't he? He's more physical.
Of course, we were linked with him, Billy, when he was on loan at Southampton, if you can remember.
We were, definitely, yeah. He's a very physical striker, big fella. But I think Lascelles and Schär will like that more than the pace of Jackson, if I'm perfectly honest.
I agree. Brighton 3-1 up at Nottingham Forest now as well. So some big wins coming in for... I mean, Brighton need a win. They need to get back to a bit of form, don't they?
Yeah, they've had a bit of a sticky spell, haven't they? But injuries have been the catalyst to that, and suspensions. That idiot Dahu got himself sent off, didn't he, last game?
Yeah. Good play by Bruno again. Joe Linton's making a run down the left. It just hit the back of his heel, but he does well to try and win the ball back. He's all over. How is that a foul, referee? Joe Linton looks like he could bite the head off a horse right now. He's proper up for this, is Big Joe. Caicedo plays.
Amazed Caicedo didn't start, if I'm perfectly honest.
Well, maybe it's the Miggy factor, Billy, because he made him look like a muppet last season, didn't he?
Well, I don't need to come on the left back.
Yeah.
He played left back for Boyd last year, didn't he? He was awful at it.
He did. He was terrible. Chelsea coming forward here. Looking for a way back into this game against the mighty Magpies. And at the moment, they're just Newcastle keeping a perfect defensive system, keeping a lovely line, not letting anybody try and stretch them. And it's just glorious at the minute. What's not glorious is my stream keep freezing and I'm having to keep refreshing. It's a pain in the ass. But here come Chelsea into the box. Who is there again but Tino Livramento? Unbelievable player. Just unbelievable. And again, Newcastle decide to play out. It's always sort of heart in your mouth stuff when we try and play out. There's another foul by Reece James. Livramento's hurt his hip. And we've got 20 minutes to go in the game and Newcastle United lead 3-1.
I mean, if Gareth Southgate's looking for a fullback that can play equally good on right back and left back, it's Tino Livramento.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt. He's much better than Trippier.
Yep. Luton have just taken the lead at home to Crystal Palace. It's not a good score for if you're an Evertonian. Eddie Howe chewing on that chewing gum like it's the last piece of chewing gum he's ever going to have. But of course, even though we're 2 goals up, it is Newcastle United, remember. But we every time we come forward, we look like we could score, to be fair. And that's no exaggeration. Chelsea look absolutely shocking at the back. And their hopes of having, their hopes of turning their season around, or people saying that they've turned it around, weren't. Oh, what a late tackle that is by Mudryk on Trippier. Trippier chipped it down the line. Mudryk goes in about 4 years too late and brings down Trippier. Free kick to Newcastle. In fact, no, he's not. He's not even given a free kick. He's incredible. I don't think the referee's been too bad that day, actually, to be honest. I mean, we haven't mentioned him in a bad tense at all. Here's Fabian Schär, just taking his time, bringing the ball out. Joe Linton into Bruno. Bruno takes a step, knocks it to Lascelles. That's excellent stuff again from Newcastle. Trippier, he goes long this time, looking for the run of, I'm trying to see who that is. It's Lewis Miley. Pelting forward at 100 mile an hour there. And he's pressing the goalkeeper as well. Miley decides, I'm sick of playing number 6. I'm getting no football, so I'm going to try and go forward. Oh, that's terrible from Reece James. Gordon was away, and Reece James now goes into the book. Shocking tackle from the Chelsea captain there.
Amazing. He hasn't been before as well. You know, this is about his 4th bad one.
He made, he made a challenge. In fact, has he been sent off? Yes, he's off. It's a red card. It's a second yellow.
I thought so. I thought most teams had been before. What a prick he is, that bloke.
It was a terrible touch. Gordon was away and he brings him down. Sly little trip. Yellow card. Red card. Second bookable offence. And Chelsea have a red card.
What a shame.
Down to 10 men they go.
And that separates Reece James from the likes of Walker, Trippier, Alexander Arnold. His temperament is absolutely shocking. He's a red card waiting to happen a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. So red card now under Chelsea's name there on the scoreboard, guys.
That's the first.
Yeah. And that's their chances surely gone now. I mean, they've made 3 attacking substitutions to try and get back in the game, and now they see the captain sent off. I mean, it was a terrible. I think Kieran Trippier's actually broke his finger, Billy. His finger's not looking great, but when he put that ball down there, it seemed like awfully bent, and he didn't touch the ball with that particular part of his hand. Anyway, in comes the free kick. It's a beauty again, but well defended by Thiago Silva. But this time the referee blows for a push on the new Chelsea captain. They are going to make a change here, Chelsea, and it
just
looks
the
like
James one now. Yeah, just seeing it now. But you don't want your captain doing that on a yellow. Ridiculous.
No.
Exactly. You know, you want some leadership in the side, and then he's doing shit like that. Awful.
Yeah. I mean, he's got away from him. There's nothing you can do to catch him. Just let him go. Why risk going down to 10 men? Anyway, they have made a chance.
I'm not looking.
Yeah, Colwell's come on now for Chelsea.
He's fit, Colwell. Amazed he's not playing.
So he's now on at left back for Chelsea. It looks like Cucurella's gone to right back. But that's really stumped them now because they've lost Cole Palmer now as well, which, you know, is great for Newcastle United with his creativity now gone as well. Chelsea are really up against it now. Massively. Crystal Palace have equalised at Kenilworth Road. It's now 1-1.
No.
So Luton's lead didn't last very long at all. Fabian Schär brings it out now to Lewis Miley. Miley just spins on the ball, lays it to Bruno. Looks like Bruno's gone into the 6 now, and they've pushed Miley further up the field to get a bit of action here. Gordon brilliantly dancing away around Cucurella. Inside to Joe Linton. Outside now to Livramento. Livramento back to Big Joe. Joe Linton inside now for Bruno. Bruno, brilliant ball into Miggy. Miggy in the box now. He's got Trippier just outside of him. He'll use Trippier. Trippier doesn't fire the cross in straight away. Pulls it back for Miggy. Miggy now on his left foot. Back to Bruno. Bruno then gives it back to Trippier. Is Trippier going to cross it? No, he lays it into Miley. Miley pulls it back for Almiron. Brilliant stuff this from Newcastle. Bruno hits it. It's blocked by Silva, but it's running around in the box. Bruno has it again, twisting and turning and shooting. He's desperate for a goal, Bruno, but it's just not going to happen. Fabian Schär then steps up. Everyone will probably be screaming shoot from where Fabian Schär is right now. Schär bombing into the box. What a run! And what a save by Sanchez to his right. That was Brazilian-esque Fabian Schär again. Wonderful run from the centre half. And a left foot shot this time. Brilliantly saved by Sanchez. It could have been 4. It's absolutely superb football from Newcastle. Joe Linton now, as they continue the pressure. Livramento down the left-hand side. He dances around Cucurella, who brings him down. And the long-haired man who looks like the Cookie Monster from Sesame Street is lucky to get away with that because I think he's already been booked as well.
Well, if he has, he should be off, isn't he?
Incredible piece of action from Newcastle, though. Just bombing forward. I mean, Fabian Schär here, we're going to see it again. Takes it on his chest on the halfway line. Takes on Caicedo like he's not even there. He goes past Enzo and then hits a brilliant left foot shot. And it's a wonderful save by Sanchez to his right. Brilliant bit of action. And then Livramento goes down under the challenge of Cucurella. Cucurella says, what, me? No, Cookie. And unfortunately for him, it is a free kick to Newcastle, which Trippier will probably hit another in-swinger here. His last few free kicks from this sort of position have been absolutely bang on. We just haven't been able to get on the end of them.
Just watching the Sheridan now. Just watching the Sheridan.
Oh, it's headed away by Chelsea, and it's going to roll out for a throw-in. I mean, what a run that is, Billy.
Unbelievable.
It's just incredible.
So your centre-half shouldn't be able to do that, but he can, and he does it regularly, doesn't he?
Oh, just so much style and finesse about him, Billy. Just Trippier's again holding his finger, Billy. Yeah, he's definitely got a problem there with his finger. It looks bent.
Dislocated,
oh, it's not good. It's not good, Billy. Oh, it's horrible. Oh,
dislocated. That would be dislocation. It won't be broke.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'd just get a physio to pull that back into place and get it taped up, man.
Yeah.
Oh, why have it flopping around? It's just minging.
I don't want to see that. What time was that on?
No, I want you to see it. Cucurella's been booked, by the way. He was booked for dissent. So there's another yellow card to go into the Chelsea score. Edward Gorn, thank you for your 1,000 yen. We've got the bet of Chelsea, Tino and Lewis Hall. Yes, wonderful ball. Trippier now on the right-hand side. We are just wanting goals here. We want goals. We want to make a statement that Bournemouth game was just a one-off. Here's Almiron for Newcastle. Dancing around players like Michael Jackson. Plays it back to Lascelles. Lascelles across to Fabian Schär again. Shoot! He doesn't. He plays a beautiful ball out to Livramento on the left-hand side. Livramento, he's against the Cookie Monster of Chelsea. However, just calmly plays it back to Fabian Schär, who then gives it to Joe Linton now on the left-hand side. He's running at the Cookie Monster. Plays it in a lovely ball inside for Bruno. Bruno tees a shot up, but Caicedo's all over the back of him. Bruno runs across half the field. No challenge. Trippier. Lovely ball in for Lewis Miley. Miley cuts in. Oh, good tackle. by Colwell, and then Anthony Gordon shoves him down like a Lego brick, and it's a free kick to Chelsea. Incredible pressure again. Brilliant run from Lewis Miley, and unfortunately, he just couldn't get the shot in. That would top it off, Billy, a Lewis Miley goal.
Oh, it would be icing on the cake, wouldn't it? If he had a really good game today, to manage to avoid that chip your finger.
Jimmy Jones, thank you for your $4.99 super chat. He says 3 or 4. I might owe you an apology here, mate. Forest have pulled one back at the City ground. It's now Forest 2, Brighton 3. So Forest aren't out of the game just yet.
Brighton down to 10. Dunk's been sent off.
Yep. Dunk's gone for an early dunk, Billy.
He has, yeah.
Oh, what a late tackle that is by Colwell. And the referee is going to pull that back. He's going to book the Chelsea left back. Shocking challenge. And we don't want to see this where they're just flying into tackles with frustration now, Chelsea. The referee's got to get a stamp on it.
Yeah, otherwise we're going to get people injured, aren't we? He's got to protect our players. And if they're going to be kicking us to high heaven, just get them off the pitch.
It's a shocking challenge. Shocking. Over nearly 2,100 people watching, guys. Thank you so much. Please do subscribe to the channel as Isak is coming off now with 10 minutes to go, Billy. That's the good decision for me. Get him off.
I couldn't agree more. He's still
Done his
fit.
job today, Isak. Scored a brilliant goal as well.
Yeah, he scored his goal. He stayed fit, and I wouldn't play him against PSG on Tuesday either.
I think he'll play, Billy. I think that's why he's took him off 10 minutes early.
Possibly.
I honestly think he'll start the game. It's Matt Ritchie, by the way, who's replaced him. So Anthony Gordon's gone up front. I'm trying to see. It looks like Miggy's gone to the left. So Ritchie's playing right because he likes the inverted wingers, doesn't he?
He does.
Fabian Schär hits a wonderful pass across looking for Matt Ritchie. Miley getting into Mudryk. Good stuff, youngster. Good stuff. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys. We go live most days. We have recorded news shows, and it's a football channel as well as a Newcastle channel. So please get yourself subscribed. And don't forget, everybody that's watching now, please do hit the thumbs up if you're enjoying today's commentary. We really do appreciate that. It means a lot to us indeed. So please do subscribe and hit that like button. But anyone that subscribes, please hit that notification bell so you know when we schedule our live shows or we upload any recorded videos. Thank you very, very much, and welcome to the Toon Review channel. We've got about 8 minutes of this game to go. Mudryk breaking over the halfway line for Chelsea. At the moment, they've got a 3-on-3, but Joe Linton is pelting back at 100 mile an hour. It's out to Raheem Sterling. He's got Livramento in front of him. He's getting no joy out of him. Bruno comes across to win the ball back. That's superb from Newcastle. Miggy then beats Cucurella to the ball and sets Bruno away. Cucurella trying to get the ball back like it's a bunch of cookies, but he can't. It's brilliant play from Bruno and sets Trippier away on the right-hand side. Matt Ritchie trying to get his wheelchair going, but it slowed down a little bit then. He fell behind Trippier. And he's played it back to Jamal Lascelles, who in turn goes across to Fabian Schär. Schär then comes forward into Miggy, who's playing on the left now on his proper peg. Miggy plays a lovely ball through for Gordon. Gordon's into the box. He's got Badiashile in front of him. Gordon cuts in front. And it's a wonderful goal from Anthony Gordon. And it's 4-1 to Newcastle. Grab your granny. It's bingo time, folks. It's 4-1 with a wonderful finish from that man, Gordon. Unbloody believable. It was a brilliant little ball by Miggy, and Gordon had beaten Thiago, but he had Badiashile. So what does he do? He cuts in front of both of them, and he's miles onside. It's a wonderfully timed run, and he cuts in between both Thiago and Badiashile and fires a wonderful right foot shot across Sanchez into the corner of the net. That is absolutely superb, and he is on a right high at the minute. Well worth the money we paid for him. The doubters can sod off back to the bins. It's 4-1 Newcastle United. A wonderful goal.
Yeah, Cucurella is a weak link in that Chelsea back four. He shouldn't be playing in the back four. He's not good enough. He's a wing back. He's good at wing back. He's better at attacking and defending.
Yeah.
And Miggy's he's gone from one side of the other after roast him on this side, follow him on the other side. He's done the same again, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I'm just going to see the goal now, I think.
Oh, it's brilliant, Billy.
Oh, it's a great run from Gordon. The clever run off the ball was fantastic.
Really
And like you say, he's got Bradley Sheila cuts inside. It's a great finish into the bottom corner. And that's what centre forwards do. And when you get the ball in the channels to him, that's what he can do. People saying he can't play in that central role. Play to him in the right way, in the channels, he'll get you goals.
Exactly. Play him the right way, like you say, Billy. Play
You don't
how
want
he
his back to goal.
Play how he likes to play. Exactly.
You don't want his back to
Absolutely
goal.
superb.
You want to be facing goal and running onto balls, not kind of holding balls up. Great goal from Gordon. Great play from Miggy. And this is kind of deserved to me. 4-1. It's not.
Nobody
it's
can
a fair
say
reflection of the game. Yeah,
absolutely. Nobody can argue that that's not a fair reflection of the game. I think VAR looking at a possible penalty, but it's playing on share on Brozier, but nothing happened with that. By the way, Luton have gone 2-1 in front against Crystal Palace as Eddie is ready to bring 2 more substitutes on.
The run of Gordon is absolutely phenomenal. Really clever. Great play from Miggy to see that, but yeah, great finish. Yeah,
let's take nothing away from Miggy either, Billy, to spot the run of Gordon and play it in the timing of the pass had to be perfect.
Yeah,
and it was
outside of the left foot as well. It was a superb little ball. But what a finish that is. Good Lord, that's Ian Rush-esque.
Just superb to watch. Absolutely superb. And it's brilliant. It is brilliant.
Phenomenal.
And Jamal Lascelles has gone off, so this looks like young Alex Murphy's coming. Is it Murphy? No, Dummett. Dummett's on. I'm trying to see who the other substitute is. There's a question for you, Billy. When was Dummett's last minutes in the Premier League?
Good Lord, it's been a long time, hasn't it? It certainly wasn't last season, so it's got to be the season before, hasn't it? It's got to be. Good Lord.
I'm trying to see. Well, we've brought Alex Murphy on, and Miggy's gone off as well. Miggy's gone off on the far side, so he will get a standing ovation from everybody while he rakes his way around to the bench.
I think we've settled for the 4-1 then.
Oh, I think so, Billy. I think so.
Maybe we'll push Livramento further forward and play Alex Murphy at left back.
Possibly. Madueke has come on for Raheem Sterling. I actually think Madueke is a fantastic player, and I'm glad he's only getting a few minutes, Billy.
Well, he is a good player, yeah. Same with Colwell. I mean, some of these players he's brought on today, interesting why they weren't played in the first place. Caicedo, Colwell. Now we've seen the same with Madueke.
Yeah.
I know they can't all play, but he's got the ability to rotate. And he's not really, is he?
Absolutely not. West Ham have equalised at Burnley. It's now 1-1. But here
Moyes in.
8 second half attempts from Newcastle, 1 from Chelsea. That just tells you the story. And people can say, oh yeah, but they were down to 10 men. I'm sorry, but we were dominating before Reece James went off. Completely dominating the game. So anybody that says that can go and disappear with the Dicky Birds. And a very late tackle on Bruno by Caicedo there. Bruno not very happy with that challenge. And in fact, Bruno's responded he's got up and Kieran Trippier's had to come and have a word with Bruno there. That's the last thing we need is Bruno losing his temper. Just keep calm, man. The game's won. No need to get involved in any handbags. Handbags!
Miggy's getting a standing ovation, and quite rightly so. He's had a very good game.
Absolutely.
Both flanks of the pitch.
Yeah, he's had a great game, Miggy. They've all played well, to be honest, Billy. I don't think there's one player on the pitch who can say wasn't. I mean, yeah, Lascelles' passing's been a bit off, but his defending's been sound as a pound. So I'm not going to criticise anybody today. I think they've all played the part in this game really, really well.
Yeah, and of course he scored, which was the key goal really to get us back in.
Yeah, it was a fabulous header. Let's not take anything away from him. Absolutely brilliant. But we've deserved this. It's not like this is one of those score lines that you say, oh, it was never a 4-1. This is completely a 4-1. We have dominated.
And the silent assassin today, Bruno Gomes, again.
Oh, absolutely.
Dominated that middle of the park. He's been absolutely fantastic today. Absolutely fantastic.
I mean, every time we come forward here, we look like we can score. Here is Bruno on the ball for Newcastle United now. Just over a minute left of normal time before we see how much the referee will add on for any injury time. Thank you so much for joining in to us, guys. 2,150 people watching the stream. Thank you so much, guys. Please do subscribe if you're new. And of course, hit that like button if you're enjoying the commentary. Here is Bruno. Desperately wants a goal. He's looking for another shot. Plays it to Trippier. Sorry, Richie. Plays it back in. It comes back to Trippier now on the edge of the box. Trippier, it's deflected and into the arms of Sanchez. Daniil, thank you for your £5 super chat. This is fantastic commentary, guys. Great result too. Indeed it is. As Chelsea give it away again, Livramento just plays it all the way back now to Fabian Schär. Schär inside now to Joe Linton. Back to Bruno. Bruno plays it to Kieran Trippier. Newcastle just knocking the ball around here like they're on a leisurely stroll on the beaches of Cresswell in the midsummer. Alex Murphy now plays it wide for Paul Dummett, who's actually at left back. Is he? Where's Dummett playing? I'm sure that was Dummett at left back. Livramento's gone to left wing. Yes, so you were right, Billy. Livramento's just been pushed up the field. And he's making a brilliant run now. If he could have been spotted there by Bruno. But instead he goes wide to our other left back now, Paul Dummett. No, sorry, it's Alex Murphy playing left back. I do apologise. Dummett's gone centre back. I was going to say, Dummett's not a left back anymore, is he? And Newcastle just seeing this game out now. We've got 5 minutes of additional time, of which we've had about 30-odd seconds. Matt Ritchie on the ball for Newcastle United now bringing it forward. He plays it wide for Lewis Miley. Miley cuts back inside for Bruno. Bruno, you can see the run of Livramento this time. Tries to play it over the Cookie Monster's head. But to be fair, he defended that very well. Edward Gorn, thank you very much for your 1,000 yen. Great commentary as always, Paul and Billy. Hopefully this thrashing helps us in the Carabao. One big win, and I fancy us over a two-legged semi-final. Indeed. Indeed. The world is our oyster again. Jay Devlin, thank you for your £2 super chat. We were meant to be the ones tiring up the Toon as Mudryk and Matt Ritchie get in a tangle, and the referee gives Matt Ritchie the yellow card. So Matt Ritchie getting a bit naughty there. Mudryk trying to turn away. He's brought down. Ritchie then kicks the ball at him, and that's why he was booked. A little bit naughty from Matt Ritchie. No need to get involved in any of that kind of crap later on in the game when we're 4-1 up. We are going to make another 2 changes now. 2 youngsters coming on. They look like 2 little bunny rabbits in the headlights. What a chance this is for them. Anthony Gordon is the first one coming off. What a game he's had again. Absolutely superb, and rightly gets a standing ovation from the Toon Army faithful. Absolutely awesome performance today from Anthony Gordon, and rightly deserves that ovation. I'm trying to see who the first one on is. It's number
Parkinson, 55.
I guess. And Lewis Miley is the other one coming off. So Lewis Miley and Anthony Gordon, the players that are replaced. Miley's played brilliantly again today. What a player we've got in Lewis Miley as well for the future. And the 2 players that have come on are Ndeweni and Diallo.
Oh, it's not Parkinson.
No. Jock Barr, thank you for your £5 super chat. He says, what a game today. Great commentary as usual. Thanks, Paul and Billy. You are very, very welcome. So what a few minutes for these kids, Billy, getting an opportunity in the Premier League. And especially on such an occasion where they're going to get a fantastic ovation when they go around the ground. William Way, thank you for your $4.99 super chat. He says, this is my dream come true. I'll tell you what, it's brilliant to watch. The football today has been brilliant from Newcastle. But that's a good run. He's got the beating of Alex Murphy there. This is a good run by Madueke, but what a tackle. Paul Dummett, you are sensational, my friend. Incredible tackle from Paul Dummett. You shall not pass. He's still got it. He's still a legend. Takashi, thank you very much for your $4.99 super chat. He says, well done, Paul and Billy. Great job as usual. Can you tell my old man Bruce he needs a bath? Bruce, you need a bath. There you go. I've told him. Bruno's on the ball now in the centre circle.
Dear me. That's hilarious.
So Mark Goldbridge gets to call people a prat. I get to tell people to take a bath. I mean, it's a bit weird. Have you seen that tackle from Dummett yet, Billy?
No.
Oh,
I've just got the subs.
Oh, Jesus. We will be synced up for the Tuesday game on in Paris, guys. Don't worry about that. Here's Bruno pushing further. He really wants a goal, and he's probably deserved one today. His effort's been phenomenal. Everybody's effort's been phenomenal, to be honest. We're in the last minute of additional time now, as this game is slowly coming to a close. Newcastle just knocking it around nonchalantly. That's a terrible ball by Joe Linton. No, get him fired. Mudryk back to Badiashile, and Chelsea trying to pass it out from the back. You'd think that they've learnt the lesson today from doing that. Here's Bruno.
Paul Dummett.
Ah, sensational, Billy.
Do you know what? That's the Bobby Moore tackle against Pele, isn't it?
It's unbelievable.
It's exactly the same tackle. What a tackle!
I mean, he should get a 10 on the ratings just for that tackle. As Mudryk is broken free now for Chelsea, scampering forward like a little Ukrainian Jack Russell. But it's a terrible ball, and Alex Murphy brilliantly. And there's the final whistle. Newcastle United in absolutely dominant form today have absolutely ripped Chelsea a new anus, and it has finished Newcastle United 4, Chelsea 1. Isak got the goal to get us going. Chelsea equalised with a Raheem Sterling free kick. Jamal Lascelles put us in front in the second half, followed a minute later by a terrible error from Thiago Silva. Joe Linton latched onto it, smashed it home. And then probably the goal of the match, Anthony Gordon springing in from the left-hand side, cut inside of Badiashile, in between him and Silva, and slide a beautiful ball in the far corner to win the game 4-1. Billy, an incredible performance today.
Yes, the rest has done us the world of good, hasn't it? Hopefully we've got no injuries. It looks like we haven't. We've come through unscathed.
Yeah.
On top of that, we've put in a fantastic performance, a deserved victory, 4-1 victors over a Chelsea side, which, people thought we'd struggle with, and we haven't really. Red card as well for them.
Yep.
Been a dominant 90 minutes, really, except for a 10-minute spell in the first half when they equalised. But a fantastic performance from Newcastle United. Really, really good.
I think, even when they scored, Billy, they scored and you thought, oh, Chelsea might get a bit of a boost from that, but they didn't really. We continued to press them in the first half, and should have been ahead at half time. We know Joe Linton missed that sitter, but then second half we've completely dominated that game. Even before the sending off, we were 2-1 up. Were we 3-1 up at the sending off? I think we were. So the sending off didn't have any bearing on the game at all. We just dominant from the second half onwards.
Yeah, it's that fitness is back in our legs again. It was constant press for 90 minutes today.
Yeah,
we'll probably suffer for it in the long run, but we need to give our players time to rest. I mean, people are saying go full out for the PSG game. Just remember who our next league game's against. It's the one we've got to win. It's against Man United. So I'd be kind of erring towards the side of caution for the PSG game, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yes, but you have said that before, Billy, and Eddie's always stuck his finger up at you and says, sod off. I'm doing this. Yeah.
He has.
So we probably expect that to happen again. Just to let you know the scores in the Premier League this afternoon: Burnley 1, West Ham 2. So West Ham came back to win the game. Thomas Souček with a winner in the 91st minute. Colin Louis, thank you very much for a £5 super chat. That's very kind, my friend. So great result for West Ham coming back there. Luton 2, Crystal Palace 1. That's currently in the 100th minute. The full-time whistle hasn't blown there yet. Still 2-1 to Luton. Nottingham Forest 2, Brighton 3, still playing there. And it's finished at Sheffield United 1, Bournemouth 3. So a real bad result for Sheffield United today. But what a boost for Bournemouth. And what a boost for Luton as well. If they can hang on to that 2-1 win, of course, it puts it puts the old crapheads in serious shit. And of course, I'm talking about Everton. Quite a funny situation, really. But anyway, let's bring in Mr. Stato. Alex, let's just say that was simply incredible second half.
It was. I mean, to be fair, as long as we maintained and carried on performing like we were, I think it was coming, because I think we've got better energy levels, cohesion. And they were giving away silly fouls. We had the better end of the latter stages of the first half. We were doing that. And we managed to continue in the same form in the second half, and they couldn't handle it. They were playing very naively, to be fair.
Yeah, Tommy O, thank you for a $10 super chat. He says, what a complete masterclass of a win that. Through the adversities with injuries, players stepped up and delivered. How are the lads? Thank you to Ian Badman for another £5 super chat. My mother is meant to be at peace, not rock and rolling it on cloud 9. Yeah, she will be dancing on the clouds today, matey. And that one is certainly dedicated to your mummy in a fantastic performance. Alex, there was defensive errors from Chelsea, but the finishing, I mean, that second goal, beautiful ball in by Gordon and a wonderful header from Lascelles.
Yeah, I mean, there were a few queuing up for that header, weren't there? Isak was stood right there as well, but Lascelles in a great position. And finally, because I don't think we score enough from set pieces, considering we get a lot of them, we've got a lot of big lads in the squad. But it was nice to see. It was a very interesting set piece routine. There have been a lot of complaints from certain people about Trippier and set pieces, but today I thought we were really good from them. We tried lots of different variations of set pieces. He hit the bar with a free kick. Lots of variety. We got a goal from a centre half. Fabian Schär was great at stepping forward, although that wasn't from a set piece. But yeah, set pieces were really, really solid. Defensively, we were suspect once, and then we cleaned it up. From their corners and stuff, because they got a free header from, I think, was it Badiashile or someone? And we stopped that. But offensive set pieces were really, really good today.
Billy, is IDR Indian rubies?
It may be Indonesian something as well.
Yeah, we've got 79,000 of them from Revenger 32. So thank you very much. He says, can't remember the last time I watched a Newcastle home game with so many debuts of young players. Additionally, how well our young guns players was amazing. Jorgen Anderson, thank you for your 20 Swedish krona. He says, our midfield was key, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Midfield was excellent today. I mean, Bruno was top-notch, Billy. Ran the show again.
He was phenomenal, wasn't he? Just this prompting from deep. FFS, just a fantastic performance. Defensively solid as well. It was a perfect midfield performance, and he almost got himself a goal as well, which would have been fantastic if he had done, because he deserved it today. I thought he was brilliant. Yeah.
Anoy, thank you very much for your £20 super chat. He says, couldn't listen until after the match, but here you go for 4 goals, 4 scorers again. Brilliant. But the third goal, Alex, I mean, it's a mistake from Thiago Silva. Joe Linton confidently runs onto it and blasts it home. But the fourth goal was sublime. Miggy played that pass at just the right time. Brilliant run from Gordon. And what a finish.
Yeah, well, they're all well rested. And I just feel like Miggy doesn't get enough credit. I felt like he was absolutely magnificent in that game.
He was brilliant.
I do appreciate there are certain games in which he looks one-dimensional and maybe there's not enough. But you've got to use Miggy in a certain way and use players with him, and that's what we do. We understand that. Like, he had an early opportunity in the first half to cross with his left foot. It was terrible. There are certain things that Miggy can't do with his game, and that's fine because we fully play to his strengths. We fully play to everybody's strengths in this squad, and it's why we're so good. And it's just the quality of things like that, and it gives them confidence, and it allows them to play those sorts of passes, make driving runs, confident shots, link-up play, flicks and tricks. They back themselves all the time. They will back themselves. And the more we beat good teams, and whether that's historically big teams or currently big teams, it just gives them more and more belief in themselves that, sod it, they can do it. They can beat anyone. We've beat PSG. We've beaten all the big boys this season. And they will try this. And they are good enough to do it. You know, Miggy's been doing this for a while now. As is Gordon. It's getting into a point where this is consistency. It's not just a run of form. They're just good players.
I mean, Cucurella must have been signed with relief to go over to the other side of the pitch. And then a minute later for Almiron to follow him over there, he must thought, Jesus Christ, he must be sick of the side.
He just can't get a rest. Ian Badman, thank you for gifting 5 Toon Review memberships. That's incredibly kind. Thank you so much for that. And well done to those 5 who've gained memberships. And hopefully you will continue them after your free month. Right, Billy and Alex are going away to do their instant reaction on Patreon. So if you want to support the Toon Review that way, you can by heading across to Patreon. The link is in the description. Become a member on there. It's a small fee every month, but you get some extra podcasts from the Toon Review away from the camera. And I will be doing an instant reaction right here on YouTube. That will be a recorded video as well. I will put them out on the socials as soon as they're all done and dusted. So you'll get Billy, Alex's views, and mine, all instant reactions. And then, of course, we will do the match review tomorrow night at 7 o'clock live on the channel with the three of us. That should be a joyful show to end the weekend with. Absolutely. But guys, thank you so much for all your super chats and new memberships. You have been absolutely insane today. Thank you so much for all your support. Welcome to the new subscribers. Thank you for signing up. Don't forget, if you haven't already, before you leave the stream, give it the thumbs up if you have enjoyed today's watch along. Thank you to the mods. You've been absolutely awesome today. Billy and Alex, thank you for your company. And of course, you guys out there, you are absolute legends. Keep your eyes open for the Patreon podcast, which will be coming up tonight, as well as the recorded instant reaction from me on YouTube. So you've got plenty Toon Review to keep you going tonight once they're all up and running. And we will see you back here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for the match review. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening, folks. Have a great one. Good night.
Away the lads and lasses.
Come back and check out some breeze.